Let me go through my motions, man.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I think we live right now. 1 second. Let me lock this shit in real quick. It's game time. Let's go. Ooh.
Can I get a moment of your time? Smoke a little, life's a game of chess. Drugs, guns, hooters got me on the run. Let me shine a little light. Can I get a moment of your time? Smoke a little, life's a game of chess. Drugs, guns, hooters got me on the run. Let me shine a little light. I grew up on the 50s, love my whole city. Got the little ones with me, I ain't going back to prison. House with a yard, I get my own unlocks, I walk my own yard. I'm Figueroa filthy, where I come from, dog, everybody's filthy. Get your hands dirty with them concrete burpees. Beer runs and licks, my heart was made, dog, with every single brick. Legend in my own, I get my little shine on. Got a house loan, I see a hater smiling, broke with a mouth full. Run with my ninjas, used to gun with my ninjas. Used to split top ramens on the hood with my ninjas. Can I get a moment of your time? Smoke a little, life's a game of chess. Drugs, guns, hooters got me on the run. Let me shine a little light. Can I get a moment of your time?
Check 1 2 1 2. Is everybody in? Is everybody motherfucking in? I see that chat line lighting the fuck up. That's what the fuck I'm talking about. Play with that shit. Yes, sir. Today's podcast, we got to do it like this. Today's podcast is dedicated to comedian Joe L. Cholo. It was an honor and a pleasure sitting with the homie for episode 56. Rest easy, my G. Rest easy.
Rest in peace.
Yes. Yeah. All proceeds, donations, today will go to his family. $4.99 right there, Memo. That going to his family. Appreciate that. Love, respect. Everybody hear this right here? Tell me you hear that right there. Make sure I'm just functioning right. You know? Everybody hear that drum roll? I gotta make sure all cylinders, all pistons are hitting on this bitch right here. Pull it up on your YouTube. Make sure we're fucking, we on. Yes, we here. Okay, cool. Now I gotta switch a lane real quick. I gotta switch a lane, dog. You ever be on the freeway and shit? You see that motherfucker on that fast lane, bro. You know what I mean? And he just fucking swipes all the way to the motherfucking off ramp.
It's an art form. When the motherfucker could do that, that's art.
And everybody is mad as fuck because he done cut off LA traffic. You know what I mean? The motherfucking, when you do that in LA traffic, man, you are the motherfucking professional leapfrog. You know what I mean?
True that.
You know, like, and everybody's, you know what I mean? Road rage. But anyways, I'm about to do this shit, but don't trip. You know what I mean? I'm a high speed pursuit specialist. I mean, I don't qualify in too many things, but that right there. All right, here we go. Today's podcast is brought to you by 27junkies.com, 27junkies.com, apparel, all that good shit. Shout out to my boy Burst Rock. Follow my boy Burst Rock on Instagram. Love you, my G. We got gear, bro. We're dropping. Burst Rock came through and just dropped some gear for you, dog. I mean,
that's what's up.
Yeah, we're going to get to that. Moving forward with the sponsors. This Thanksgiving, my girl got a good deal on a male turkey. How do you know when a male turkey is cooked, ready to go? Well, basically, it's when the turkey dick is sticking straight up in the air. As I'm sitting at the table looking at this turkey, I realize there's not one feather on this turkey dick and balls. Jesus. This turkey obviously used promo code HOODSTOCKS at www.manscaped.com. This turkey obviously got 20% off and free shipping on his new set of clippers designed for turkey dicks. Spend your holidays featherless. Manscaped the landscape.
Gobble, gobble.
That's what my dur. You from Atlanta, motherfucker? That's what my dur do. Hey, my girl gobble that turkey dick. And a wing. Hungry bitch. Let's move forward. Sorry about that, gentlemen. I don't know who the fuck writes this shit. Blame it on my producers. What producers? I know. Let's get it cracking. Sometimes we as flawed individuals in the midst of conversations can pop off possibly incorrectly. Possibly. Keyword, right? You know what I mean? Give a fuck who you think you are. It's human error, brah. Okay? But a simple gesture can resolve most situations. A message in the DM or showing up to a motherfucker's podcast, for example, right? Starting puberty, my shit's gone. Anyways, we as men in this city need to have more conversations, what will lead to resolutions instead of confusion, because then we got division, and then we got a bunch of crazy motherfuckers coming unglued. Don't need that, man. That ain't the business, man. This is 2020. Use your motherfucking head before you use anything else. You know what I mean? Might save you a life sentence, right? This will all make sense in a minute. Bear with me. May I introduce the Pink Floyd of hip hop on a Black Sunday. Homie, just an elephant on acid in the Temple of Boom. LA legend, hands down. LA legend, hands motherfucking down. Let's come together, everybody. Stand the fuck up and give it up for motherfucking Be Real. Let's go.
Well, thank you. What's up, y'all? That's a hell of an intro, man.
Hey, my G.
Got to give you that for that.
I mean, you a hell of a motherfucker. You ain't the average Joe. You know what I mean? Usually I have cats on here that have been raped in prison and you know what I mean? That fucking know how to make prison spreads with
the spread, yeah.
Top ramens, specialist. Yes.
Yeah, specialist.
Chefs. Prison chefs I usually have here.
Gourmet shit.
Gourmet shit. You know what it is, my boy. You from the city, dog. You know what it is. I want to just thank you so much, my boy, for just fucking for pulling up, my boy. Pulling up, bro. You know what I mean? You pulled up to motherfucking hood stocks, dog. You know what I mean? That to me, my boy, this is the fucking the worst podcast in the city of LA, homie. And you pulled up to this motherfucker right here, homie. You know what I mean? You know?
I do what I do, you know?
I mean, sometimes we good and sometimes we're really good at being bad on this podcast. You know what I mean? We always working out the kinks and shit. I am, bro. You know what I mean? And my whole team, where they at?
I can relate.
Hey.
100.
Bro, so let's check it out. There's a motherfucking, there's a couple elephants in the room, as they say, right? You know
Absolutely.
what I mean? Now, the way this transpired is, I mean, it's absolutely, to me, it's organic. You know, people like to use the organic word these days. You know what I mean? It was just like, it just motherfucking happened. Now, let's...
For real.
Yeah, bro, like this was just like, you know, I thought I was going to be the next Don King in a celebrity boxing match between you and Tony A. the Wizard, homie.
Word.
What the fuck, dog?
Yeah, you know, people thought there was some sort of thing based off of one of our broadcasts, right? So we take questions from our live chat, you know what I'm saying, towards like the end of the show and whatnot. And somebody asked if we'd have Tony A on or if I'd go on his thing. And Bobo, you know, jumped in on answer and said probably not. But he was fucking around, you know what I'm saying? Like just trying to be dry humor, funny shit. And, you know, we go with it. You know what I'm saying? So it was my bad. I should have said yes, because I was about to say yes in the first fucking place, because Tony's always been one to like hold us down and, you know, give us props and love, you know, throughout. You know what I'm saying? So there was never any fucking thing there, but people took it that certain way. And then it, you know, caused him to react the way he did and talk about it on his show. And people got at me. They were like, hey, man, you know, you should clear this thing with Tony A and all this other stuff, right? And I was trying to get at him, right? I was trying to hit him up on the DM. And I kept telling him, like, you ain't blocked, my dude. You know, you ain't blocked.
Yeah, he was saying you haven't blocked, bro.
Yeah. And I figured out what it was. And like, it's totally fucked up. And y'all that got Instagram, y'all need to learn this part of it, right? Because some of y'all probably feel like y'all got blocked from other accounts, not just mine, but others, right? What it is when you turn your shit to a creator account, you got to put like if your content is for 18 and over, right? So when you do that, whoever's following you, if they haven't verified their age, they got access to see your page, but it'll look blocked. And you're not blocked. Because I was trying to hit him up like 3-4 different times. I don't know if he had his age verification locked in, but I could not send anything to him. So someone that knew both of us hit me up and said, "Hey, here's his number. You guys should talk. Y'all shouldn't be beefing like this." And there was really no beef in the first place. It was a misunderstanding. So I hit him up and we talked. And, you know, I gave him his, he gave me mine. And we were cool, like always, you know what I'm saying? And I'm going to head down there on Wednesday and do his show with him. And we squash that shit out.
Baby boy!
You know, it's always been love, you know what I mean? There was just a misunderstanding of that joke. And I told him, you know, like a man, I said, hey, listen, you know, that was my bad for not coming in right away and saying, hey, yes, I would have him on. Because I would totally have him on, you know what I'm saying?
I mean,
and I'd go on his shit, you know what I'm saying? Because again, you know, we don't hate nobody. I don't got, like, you. If you know my history, if anyone knows my history, right? If I got beef with somebody, it's out there, and I don't, you know, I don't hide that shit.
I got Ice Cube, Ice Cube melting in the trade, fucking up his good day.
You know,
wait,
like,
I just butchered that shit. I'm so
well,
sorry
you know,
about
hey,
that,
you got the, you know, premise and shit. It's all good. But
Hey.
you know, like that's the thing. I don't ever hide what I'm feeling about anything. So, you know, it's all love with Tony, you know what I'm saying? There was just a misunderstanding of when we finally talked, like you said, like most motherfuckers just fly off the handle and we use the social media to do our talking, and it's, you know, you could put a whole lot of big talk on the fucking social media, but we came together as men and guys who respect one another, and we, you know, we talked it out, and you know, it was cool as fuck.
That's dope, my boy.
So-
And I'm really happy to hear that, dog, because Tony A. the Wizard, he's back, bro. I mean, he was MIA for a long time, bro. He's killing it right now with the podcast.
Absolutely.
I mean, you probably didn't realize the love people have for Tony until after this, right?
Well, shit, truth be told, you know, we all had love for him, so it wasn't a surprise. It was just like, for me, the surprise was how many people thought I actually had a problem with him or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
You know, yeah. When I reposted the video, dog. You know what I mean? You know, I'm fucking. You know what I mean?
You're feeling it.
You know,
yeah.
I come off a 4-hour podcast at night. I see that, I repost. I'm like, nah, fuck that. Tony's a homie. What the fuck? Be real. Bop, bop, bop. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I repost it. You reach out to me, and I got you in a DM. I got the legendary Be Real in the DM. What was the first thing I did, boy, my boy? You know what I mean? This is the motherfucking land of opportunity. And when that motherfucking door knocks, homie, and the door's open, you gotta shoot your shot, homie.
That's right.
I said, what up, my G? Let's get you on hood stocks. You said, say no more. When do you do it? Bop, bop, bop. I said, send a picture. Bam! Send a motherfucking picture. He shot that picture through like a motherfucking Eggo coming out the motherfucking toaster, dog. You know what I mean? Yeah, that pop that shit, dog. And I said, oh shit. And I was so fucked up and I was so faded, dog. And that's when I felt like Don King. I said, oh shit, I'm in the middle of this shit. Can Be Real make it through 3 rounds of this celebrity boxing match? He got the undercard of Mike Tyson and shit. You know what I mean? You know, would you be taking bong rips in between rounds, bro?
Probably joints.
Joints?
Yeah, bong. You know, I like bongs. You know, I used to like bongs.
That's old school, huh?
But for me, it's joints. You know, on the funky field tips. You know, I do it like that. But you know, if I was in a boxing match, I wouldn't be smoking. You know, in between. You know, I'll take care of business and smoke after.
Oh, okay. But would you smoke before?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Can get me in the zone,
Stay
baby.
focused,
you know what I'm
baby.
saying? Stay focused. Hey, you know, that's the thing with me. Like, for me, you know, we does shit different for everybody, but it gives me hyper focus in whatever I'm doing. Because I used to train a lot, martial arts shit, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And me and my partner, we used to train with his father. His father was our sensei, you know what I mean? My boy, he grew up since he was 5 in the dojo. I came in later, but when we go in high as fuck. We'd smell like some good OG Kush going in there, and his father would smell that shit and really put the fuck to us on the training. Like, you know, we had to get in there extensively, but for me, you know, it helped me focus, because like when I wasn't high and I went in there, I'd forget all kinds of shit, because you know, you're trying to remember all this shit as you're climbing up, doing these different styles and different katas and shit like that. It's all memory shit. And for me, I've always remembered shit a lot easier when I was high as fuck than I did when I was sober. Like, I'd forget it like that.
100%. I mean, I used to do drugs and shit, dog, but just like fucking hard drugs, and I don't know if I was getting high anymore, bro. Rather than just getting my head right.
Right. It becomes that, right?
I'm getting my head right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean,
you're getting adjusted.
Yeah, I'm getting. Yeah, it's wake up. I gotta wake up.
I tell you, when I don't get high, I be moody as fuck. Anybody could tell you that shit right there.
We got one over here, homie. This is one moody motherfucker right here when he'll get high, homie.
I don't want to hear it, you know what I'm saying? But when I get high, I could tolerate the shit. You know, I'm like, okay, I could slow it down and be like, all right, I hear you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like when I'm not, I'm like, man, I don't even want to hear this shit.
Yeah, no, 1,000%, my boy. I mean, have you ever, this is a stupid question, dog. You from the generation. I mean, have you ever seen the movie Bloodsport? Van Damme?
Yeah.
You know, bro, and when he does the splits on the two chairs?
Yeah.
You know, bro?
I could not do that.
When you know, bro, when Tony A, the wizard, posted that picture of him doing the splits on both them chairs.
Hey man, that's good shit right there.
I was a little worried for you, dog. I said, "Oh shit, he got Tony mad." You know what I mean? I seen Tony.
He got his Claude Van Damme on, dog.
He doing the splits on me. I said, "Oh fuck."
He got the
Be
Jean
real. He coming, dog. I just fucking with you, Tony. If you watch, you know I love you, my G.
Hey man, that is like some special shit when you got that kind of you know, like flexibility when you could split it all the way. I could never do that. As long as I've been training, I could not even get a fraction of that shit off, dog.
Hell no, dog.
I know motherfuckers that can, but I'm not one of them.
I mean, I'm not. I mean, if I could do it, I'd want my girl in there nibbling on my nuts. You know what I mean? And I'd be just jacking off.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
That's incentive.
Yeah, 100%. Like, oh shit, okay. I gotta go all the way down. You know what I mean?
You might go all the way down in the end, shit.
Until she hits the rim. You know what I mean? Like, whoa, shit, what the fuck? The nuts.
I'll fall the fuck right off that chair, dog.
Hell yeah, dog.
It'll be a wreck.
Yeah, but you went from a splits to a backflip. You know what I mean? She must have hit the booty. You know? What the fuck, dog? Hey, excuse my retardation.
It's
dog.
all good.
Well, you know, bro, I am... It's good for the city, my boy. That I mean, you coming down here, bro, is beautiful. This all happened for a reason, I would say. You know, you going to Tony's this coming Wednesday, dog. I love to fucking hear that, dog. I mean,
absolutely, man. You know, for so long, a lot of us been separated, and there's always these walls motherfuckers put up. Because everybody be in everybody's ear. You know what I'm saying? And instead of everybody talking to each other, you have all these motherfuckers that, you know, come and say, well, how come this and how come that and the other? And you know how it goes. That's just the way it is.
Hey, bro, I call it barbershop talk, dog.
Right.
I was talking shit on you, dog. You know what I mean? I'll be 100%, dog. You know what I mean? We'll get into it, dog, and I'll tell you what I was talking shit about, dog. You know what I mean? And then he shows up, you know what I mean? It's like you at the barbershop and you're like, man, Tupac ain't shit. Biggie's the best. Biggie's the motherfucking best. Tupac ain't shit. And then Tupac shows up, you know what I mean? And what do? You take a picture with the best rapper in the world, dog. You know what I mean? You know, it's you know what I mean? It's
shit happens like that though. You know what I mean? It just, that's the way life is, man. You never know what kind of fucking corner you're gonna turn on, you know what I'm saying? And for us, that was the way to fucking connect. And here we are, you know what I'm saying, on some positive shit. You know what I'm saying?
I love you, dog.
And I love what you do, man, because, like, realistically, we need more motherfuckers representing and bringing out their personality like that. Because, you know, as Latinos in hip-hop and in music in general, our opportunities were very fucking thin. Yeah, you know? And,
absolutely.
And you had to kick in doors, and if you couldn't kick in the door, you had to make your own fucking lane. And a lot of us had to do that shit, right? So, you know, it's great to see Latinos extending and expanding and fucking, you know, getting out there, getting their voice out there, creating these fucking platforms, not waiting for someone to come give it to you. You know what I'm saying? Because ain't nobody really going to give you shit. You got to go out and get it. And you creating your platform like this, Tony A creating his platform and all the other platforms that exist where motherfuckers are now, you know, being a voice for the community and voice for the culture, man, that shit is key. That shit needs to, like, keep going, and motherfuckers need to support it and get behind it.
I mean, you, bro, obviously are leading by example when it says us supporting each other, my boy. You showed up to Hood Stocks, dog, you know what I mean? And everybody else, like the homie said, like, be real, you know what I mean? The legend, the Hollywood, he got a star on Hollywood Walk of Fame. Like, You know what I mean? Like, bro, like, let's go. You know what I mean? Let's support each other. And there's a lot of other podcasts out here. There's Atlas podcast.
Yep.
There's fucking the Puro Catura. And there's all kinds of podcasts out there, bro. You know what I mean? I'm fucking leaving some out right now, but just speaking on that, yeah, we're not, the Hoodstock isn't only it. Dr. Green Thumb, the Rhodium Radio. I mean, there's a lot of guys out there, you know what I mean? And you know what? I wanted to have this platform, bro. I didn't want superstars, bro. I've had people on the streets, bro, telling their stories because that's what I know, bro.
Right.
And I feel like their stories are just as important as everybody else, my boy. You know what I mean? I've sat in prison cells for years, bro. I've sat in trap houses, doped up, homie, homeless, fucking, you know what I mean? Not a fucking dollar in my motherfucking pocket, bro. Chilling with some fucking down to earth deep motherfuckers that had my motherfucking back, dog. We both are in the motherfucking dirt, dog, but we're gonna, you know what I mean? We're gonna get through this dirt together, you know what I mean? And we've shared some really true life stories and shit, dog, you know?
But that's what it's about. You know what I mean? Because you can hear them on records from motherfuckers that ain't never lived that life day one. And, you know, get a false perception of what it is. But when you hear it from the motherfuckers that actually lived it, went through it, going through it, you know, that's key. Because that's like, you know, that's something that regular folks never hear. They never fucking know about it. They judge where we come from and our get down and, you know, what we have to do to make our shit better. But they won't extend a hand. You know what I'm saying? But at least, you know, it gives them like an indication on what life is like here and the shit you go through and how you grow up and the things you do to survive. You know what I'm saying? That's why, like, the shit you do is important, because, like, you're a voice for that, and you're, like, showing these other stories that are like yours. You know what I'm saying? And that shit is key to me, because you can do it in music. We've done it. You know what I'm saying? Some of us that have actually lived it. You know, I lived it on a different end. You know what I'm saying? It's well documented. You know where I banged at. You know what I'm saying? Different than where you come from, obviously. But it's a similar road. You know what I'm saying? And
that's a perfect segue to get to where I was talking shit at. Okay. Right. And I mean this, and I'm going to tell you this with the utmost respect. You know what I mean? As a man.
Yeah.
We're both, you know what I mean, sitting right here. We can have a fucking agree to disagree, or have a civil fucking a conversation about this. Now, some people call this, like I said, barbershop talk. I've had this convo in the prison yard in the 90s, and I spoke on it on this podcast. You know what I mean? And this question is a little long-winded, but let me just get through it, and then you can reply to it.
Gotcha.
Okay? Who does Be Real identify with? I mean, this is LA, the land of gangbang, you know, the street politics, you know what I mean? What side do you stand on? You came in as a blood, but the homies love and support you like one of our own.
Right. Well, because I am one of you. I'm Mexican and half Cuban. I grew up in these streets. I was born and raised here, not an implant. You know what I'm saying? I went through that life. I went through a different form of that life. But my family, you know, some of them, and I don't want to give away no one. My older brother just passed away not too long ago, but he was in the life. You know what I'm saying? You guys may have heard of him at some point. But, you know, I had a different route. But where I stand is with everybody in LA. I stand with my people. I stand with the people that stand with me. You know what I mean? Like, I don't bang anymore. I haven't banged in a long time, man. I've been an advocate for legalization, advocate for music, and for peace. You know what I'm saying? And I can't stand in a spot where I'm still a banger talking about peace and all this other shit. Because at the time, you know, shit was not peaceful. And especially, you know, on where I banged at, because it's all sorts of fucked up. You know, you had Bloods and Crips battling each other out, you know what I'm saying, from neighborhood to neighborhood. And then, you know, eventually the black and brown thing happens, and then there's that little shit right there. And you grow up where you grow up. I moved around a lot, and I ended up, you know, in a blood area, you know what I'm saying? And I got down with them cats, and I became, you know, a neighborhood family swan. And that's where I gangbanged, you know what I'm saying? But where I stand in terms of a person from LA, a kid that grew up here, is I stand with everybody. I stand with my people. I've tried to uplift Latinos in different ways. And, you know, as far as the music, you know, our music is obviously hip hop, right? And that's always been dominated by, you know, Black culture. So we're in there trying to be a voice for our people in a different way. It's like not necessarily the same way that Mellow Man Ace did or that Kid Frost did, but in our own way, based off of the shit that we seen and stuff like that. We knew we had to be different in order to get an opportunity, because Latinos were getting boxed in at a certain time in hip hop to an audience that didn't exist yet. So we had to just be different, you know what I'm saying? So in coming into it with that kind of, you know, mentality, you know, I had to say, you know, I'm not for one side or the other. I'm for every side that fucks with us and fucks with our message, fucks with our movement. You know what I mean? And because it's all about the uplift, getting people out of the hood, getting, you know, showing that there's other shit that they could be doing. Because that was my whole thing in the Cypress Hill message. Like, I started here and I could have kept going this route. This is where I would have ended up. But I ended up over here because I made this choice to, like, you know, it's either that shit or the music. And I chose the music because realistically, that's what is going to be my voice. It's going to be the voice for the people I represent, which is anyone who lives in any hood out here in Southern Cali. You know what I'm saying?
You know, bro, I mean...
Sorry, that was long-winded answer.
Nah, bro, you be as long-winded as you want. You be real, homie. You know what I mean? Shit. You know what I mean? This is your time, homie, to, you know, to talk your shit, homie, and clarify to cats like myself and other individuals that have had this similar conversation. You know what I mean? I just think about you, bro, in the early 90s when you came up, bro. I was on the streets, dog. I was 100% fully active, dog. You know what I mean? I came out on Life on the Beat in LAPD, dog. It used to be almost like a cops TV show in LA, dog. You know what I mean? They swooped up on me. I was fucking thrilled the fuck out. I'm Strickland in my motherfucking neighborhood in Highland Park, dog. You know what I mean? Yep. Cameras, you know what I mean? Those are the only cameras that I had on me back then. You know what I mean? All the cameras are on you, dog, with all that good shit. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying, like, you were just like ahead of the time, bro. You know what I mean? You incorporated the word nigga and essay in the same fucking songs, bro. I mean, you just a hybrid motherfucker, dog. You know what I mean? Bro, like, if you really think about it, dog, when you came out, it's like, whoa, who all right, who the fuck is this dude? You know what I mean?
Right.
You know, he representing hard for the homies, but I mean, he using the N-word, you know what I mean? And you know what I mean, everybody uses it now, but back then it was a different time.
It was a different time for sure.
100% different time, bro. And you just that kind of like that cross. You were that cross strain, homie. You know what I mean? That nobody ever smoked, homie. And you put that shit out there, dog. You know what I mean? And you fucking shook the world, and to the homies, you fucking gave us hope. You gave us pride, bro. You gave a bridge to Latinos in the hip hop game, dog. That hey, you know what? You can possibly do this too.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much what Frost and Mello gave to us, was that we could do it. We just had to do something different because, you know, learning from what they were going through with their managers and their record companies and how, you know, they were trying to put them in this box, like I was saying, and it only worked for them. It didn't work for anybody coming after them. And, you know, most labels didn't know how to work a Latin artist like that. You know what I'm saying? So we came in and we said, all right, we're going to sprinkle our shit with Latino flavor, but we're just going to give you music. And whatever that music is, it is what it is. And we ain't going to let them exploit who we are. We're not going to be a Latino group. We're going to be a hip hop group. And we're going to show people who we are as we go along, right? And that proved successful, so that the record company couldn't, you know, because a lot of people don't know, we got our record deal based off of a song Sen Dog did in complete Spanish. Like, he was the first rapper before his brother, before Mellow Man and anyone else. Sen Dog was rapping in Spanish, and one of the demos that got us signed was that particular shit. We never used that song. That song did not go on the album. We didn't use none of that shit.
But that caught their attention. So,
wow. You know, immediately they're like, oh, we'll market them to Latino people and blah, blah, blah. But at that time, you know, Latino people weren't buying hip hop records. At least outside of the streets, no one was fucking with that. They were listening to, traditional Spanish shit, you know what I'm saying? So there wasn't a market yet, and we knew that. And we knew that would be like the cutoff for us right there. So we said, no, we're gonna do it like this. And we'll make Spanish songs and all that shit, but you're not gonna exploit us as this. And that worked for us, and that enabled us to fucking open the door and keep it open while other motherfuckers came, behind us, fortunately, you know what I'm saying? And not too long, but I'm gonna say a year and a half, I came across Psycho Realm when they were, before I was in the group. And they were playing at Olvera Street. A friend of mine who introduced me to them, she called me down. She says, hey, I need you to come down here to Olvera Street. It was Cinco de Mayo, and they used to throw these little things there, right?
Still do.
They still do.
Yeah.
But they had these guys performing there, right? I had never heard of them, but my homegirl did, and she called me down. Hey, you got to come hear these guys. They're the shit, right? So I go down there, and sure enough, she was absolutely right. They were the shit. They sounded completely different than the first album that you heard from them, but I heard something there, right? So I went and chopped it up with them. I said, hey, we got to do something, whoop-de-wop and all this other shit, right? And it took a minute before we actually connected and got it together. And once it did, by that time, Jack was producing. He was making music and shit like that, like on his own. Instead of getting beats from other people like they were previously, he was doing the beats. And I had production experience through, learning from Muggs and shit like that through all the Cypress sessions and all that stuff. And I got down with him. I was like, hey, man, not for nothing, but let me get in on this album with you. Let me be, let me be on it with you guys, dude. This shit is fucking hard. I'll fucking, help navigate some of this shit. And that's how that shit started, man. I fucking got down with them from that time, and we made that first album, and it cracked off, man. When we were doing shows off that album, motherfuckers were going nuts. Crazy mosh pits, bald-headed motherfuckers inside of them going nuts in those fucking mosh pits, dog. Crazy.
My boy, let me tell you this, dog. Let me thank you so much, my boy, for putting. We talk about Mellow Mayonnaise, we talk about Kid Frost. When they came in the game, they had a ceiling on them, dog.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You came in the game and you blew that motherfucking ceiling off, my boy. You know what I mean? So you gave every bald-headed gang member with ET lips tattooed on their neck hope that one day they can do it like you. They can do it like Psycho Realm. My boy, that Psycho Realm album is a fucking legendary. My favorite album in the, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's one of my favorites.
My boy in the motherfucking planet, dog.
Yeah.
I was at House of Blues in '98, the Dr. Green Thumb birthday bash, my boy.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I was there, my boy, and you guys did
I met my wife at that one.
Did you?
I did.
That's dope, bro. That's dope.
Crazy,
dog.
right?
Yeah, you know what I mean? Shout out to B-Ro's wife. This is a private dude right here. We don't ever hear about B-Ro with any females except Karma Electra. Karma Electra, bro, were you with her before or after Dennis Rodman?
Before.
Okay, thank you, Jesus, dog.
Yeah,
you know
no,
what I mean?
before.
You don't want Dennis Rodman's sloppy ass seconds,
Oh, man.
dog. You know what I mean? Can you imagine, dog? Every time you fucking down there,
He's a crazy dude, man.
Yeah, you just like you kissing Dennis Rodman,
Yeah,
homie. You know what I mean? No.
No.
Every time his weird ass pops up while you're just like, you're like, oh fuck, Dennis Rodman was hitting this shit too. He a freak, huh, dog? You know what I mean?
Oh, man.
Yeah, I'm glad to hear that, bro. You know what I mean? But I just lost my train of thought fucking talking that. My boy, you know what I mean? No, because it really seems like throughout all these years, bro, you know what I mean? Regardless of you being in the limelight, bro, when it comes to your personal life, your personal relationships and shit, homie, it seems like you hold that close to your motherfucking, your cuff.
Pretty much, like when you do this, right, in terms of being an artist and you have any sort of success, even if it's minimal, you lose your anonymity, right? I don't know if I said that right because I'm a little high right now, but you lose your privacy, right? You become a public figure and shit like that. And there's little things that we try to hold on to to keep that. And for me, it's always been my family. You know, I don't ever really. This year, I started opening up, talking about some of my family here and there. I did DJ Vlad's thing, and he asked me about my father, and I went to a thing about my father and shit like that. So
I watched that.
yeah, normally I don't speak on any of them and shit, you know. But lately, you know, yeah, here and there I'll talk about them and shit like that. But yeah, it's as an artist, you try to keep some things to yourself, and you know, family is always that. Unless your family is willing to be out there in the limelight with you. I mean, most people now, everybody wants some fucking light, you know what I'm saying? So you'll see these reality shows based on the family and whoop-de-wop, all that shit, right? Like it started with the Osbournes and the Kardashians, and then, you know, everybody else after them, right? For me, you know, like my family ain't necessarily ones for light like that. You know what I mean? They're totally cool being anonymous and shit like that. And so, you know, I've never really put them out there like that unless they want to be.
I think it's a good move. I'm starting to kind of move in that direction a little bit. As much as I like to, you know, now that this platform is kind of, you know, it's moving in an uphill direction.
Popping off.
Yeah, it's popping off. I mean, I got Be Real right here, right? You know
Come on,
Hood stocks, baby,
right
you know
here.
I mean? Don't play with it. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers are like, lucky you made it. They said you got Be Real, you made it. You know what I mean? And I feel like, you know what? I don't necessarily feel like I made it yet, but I feel like I'm most definitely headed in the right direction, which is a positive direction, because this is what this platform represents. It represents positivity. It represents unity. It represents us uplifting each other. You know what I mean? Even the ones that are laying in the dirt like I was once upon a time ago. You know what I mean?
That's right.
We need to give each other a hope. Like you gave, like I'm telling you, bro, you gave all these homies hope that, hey, you know what? So check it out, bro. Let me tell you like this. I'm not into Chicano rap, dog. You know what I mean?
Right.
I had the gangster shit on, dog. I had the Cypress Hill. I had the Cubes. I had the Dre. I had the Snoop, dog.
Much like me.
Yeah, I had all that shit on, dog. If any homie, they try to get in my fucking Ron Fly homie with some Chicano rap, dog, that shit got thrown out like a Frisbee, or unless it was a cassette tape, homie. And, you know what I mean? I got that tape and wrapped the present with that fucking ribbon, dog. You know what I mean? But and no disrespect to Chicano rap, dog, but I am an underground hip hop dude.
Right.
At the end of the day. And Psycho Realm, I had the Psycho Realm tattooed on me until I lasered everything off me because I want this new fucking ink on me. I had all this prison work on me, all this old ass work. I'm 43 years old, dog. You know what I mean? And I was like, man, I got tired of looking at my shit in the mirror. I said, this shit is motherfucking like, yeah, it used to be cool, dog. Yeah. When no one had tattoos, this was cool, bro.
Right.
But now everybody got all this realistic bomb ass shit, and that's just like gold chains, homie. You know what I mean? Like motherfucker be like, homie, you got about 20 racks of ink on you, dog. You know what I mean?
Pretty much.
Yeah, and I wanted the good ink, but I had the Psycho Realm mask tattooed on me, dog. Like my boy, like. I want to ask you this question. Like I used to post up with Duke at his crib, you know what I mean? And this is after he got shot. But when he got shot, bro, you know what I mean? What was your first? I mean, where were you at? What was your first?
It was crazy, man. I like by chance I got up at I'm gonna say maybe it was 4:30 in the morning or something like that to use the restroom, and I think I got a call from Jack. He was like, yo, hey, my brother got shot. And I clicked on the news. I clicked on the TV, and it was on Channel 5 News or one of the local news stations. And I seen him, you know, on the stretcher going into the ambulance. And I was like, man, this shit is fucked up. Because, I mean, you know, he's a talented dude and funny fucking guy. Like these are my dudes. Duke was a funny fucking guy to be around, and you know, it was fucking with me because it was so close to home. Like gang banging, you know, I lost homies like right there, and I went to their funerals and all that shit, and we knew what it was because that's what it is when you're banging. You know, you come to that realization like, okay, well, there's certain end roads for me. Right? It's either going to be the pen or the grave or the wheelchair, or I might get lucky and you know, get through life without getting scraped too heavy, right? But you know what it is. Yeah. So and when you lose a homie, it hurts, but you know what it is, right? With Duke, he wasn't in none of that shit. It was about music, and he got caught up in a situation where it wasn't about music. It was about some street shit, and homie, on some cowardly shit, shot him in the back. And, it fucked with all of us, because here was this dude with all this talent and this potential and where he was gonna go, as this group, but also as an individual guy within a group that motherfuckers would have been definitely influenced by. And I tell you, there's a lot of motherfuckers low key got influenced by him and used his shit, but never gave him credit. You know what I'm saying? And it just because he was my homie and the potential he had, I was very fucking sad for the shit. You know what I'm saying? And it fucked with me, most definitely, because, there was times where, we'd have a great time, and there was times we had disagreements, and at that time I was disconnecting from the group right before that happened, because the first album was great, we all worked on it together, and all this, everything was clicking. When it came to make the second album, they sort of were trying to go in a different direction, and I was doing a lot of work with Cypress Hill, so it sort of pulled me away from what I was going to do with them. So I sort of was like, you know what? I think it's time for y'all to do this shit, because you guys built something fucking dope, and you don't really need me for it right here.
I mean, you gave them the platform.
Yeah.
You put them on the biggest stage they can be on.
Yeah, I said you don't.
Co-signed by B Real Cypress Hill, right? You know what I mean?
At the time, yeah, because we were peaking like heavy. So I was like, you guys don't really need me right here. You guys have built this shit, or we've built it together, but now it's in your hands. You can take this wherever you want to fucking take it. And so it was kind of, it was hard, because like I had just made my fucking departure from it to let them do whatever the fuck they wanted
Flourish.
to do, and this happens, and it was painful to see that, and I know it was painful for Jack, because that's his older brother, and they were inseparable. You know what I'm saying?
And it was painful for the whole city, dog, because they were, I mean, bro, they were the upper echelon. They were the voices, bro. They were putting Cholos on the map.
Oh yeah.
And saying, hey, you know what? We're not Chicano rap. We're fucking hip hop.
Hey, but let me tell you like this, man. This is how deep the psycho realm is, and this is how much motherfuckers loved that whole movement, right? We had this thing called the Psycho Buddha tour happen, but it was in Europe, not here in the States. And one of the places we got booked was in Russia. And now this was my first time in Russia. Usually any of my touring I did was with Cypress Hill in Europe. So these is one of my first or second tours going it alone without Cypress Hill, doing my solo shit. And we come up with the Psycho Buddha thing, right? We get booked in Russia. And it's Sick Jack, Cynic, myself, FM, and DJ Julio G. Much respect to my man. That's my fucking dude right there, Julio G. We go out there to Russia, and we said, okay, we were mixing our set. The way we transitioned into my set was Psycho Realm would play first, or they were calling themselves Psycho Realm at this point, just as the comeback to a tour there in Europe. And they would, the last 3 songs or the last 2 songs, we'd mix it, I'd come in and play the 3 from the original album and then go into my set from that. But we wanted to do something different in Russia because it was super fucking sold out, like packed. Like,
how many people?
Fucking killed it. It was like 7,000 people crammed in, just nuts. These crazy Russian motherfuckers, right? And we came up with a plan, right? We're like, okay, we're not gonna come in the same way we do this one, right? You're gonna fucking act like you caught someone backstage in your room going through your shit. We're going to put that person on stage, and you're going to ridicule this person the whole fucking set. You're going to fucking talk to people. You're going to tell them, hey, should we fuck this dude up and blah, 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 right? So they're stirring everybody up, right? They're stirring it, and everybody's like, yeah, fuck him up. But in Russian with their thick ass accents, and should we fuck him up? Yeah, we're going to fuck him up. And,
vodka.
You know what?
I only know one Russian word. That's vodka.
We're gonna show you who this no good motherfucker is. You ready? Yeah, fuck him. They pull the fucking shit. I'm sitting under there like in a meditation pose, and motherfuckers go crazy. and it goes into Psycho City blocks and all these Russian motherfuckers. There was grown ass men tatted up like you, dog, like raw fucking Russian dudes crying at this whole shit, dog. Really, oh, hey, bro, that's how deep the Psycho Realm shit was in Europe. That, you know, like that movement started from here and like boom, like just, I mean, he's been everywhere. Sick Jack and Cynic and the crew, man. I mean, fuck, they've been able to carry that Psycho Realm music and extend beyond the Psycho Realm music and make their own shit, like their own movement. Huge. With the 6 symphonies and all that shit, and just smash it. I mean, to this day.
You know what? I want to say something real quick, dog. I wrote this, and I want to say what I wrote, dog. You know what I mean? Because this is just fucking big facts right here, and it's unfortunate facts. The streets are undefeated. The same people that raise you up will put you in the dirt. I mean, you never know when these cats right here on my chat line may turn on me one day. I mean, you never know when your number's gonna be called, and it's unfortunate. The city of LA, you know what I mean, it's dangerous. You know what I mean. Yeah. You really gotta watch your step, and I really try to show respect to everybody to detour that from ever happening. You know what I mean. I guess at the same time, it is always in my hands. It's in our hands. You know what I mean. The way we navigate ourselves as it, regardless of how high you go up. You know what I mean. You still got to go to the fucking supermarket.
True that.
You know what I mean. You still got to hit that fucking 110 freeway to go wherever you're gonna go. You still got to hit the streets, dog. And we always gotta, regardless of how high we go, we always gotta respect the streets. You know
That's
what I mean?
right.
You know, 1,000%. If Duke would have not gotten shot, how where do you think Duke would be right now?
Oh man, he'd be one of the most fucking respected motherfuckers out there. I think he would have caught so many. You know how people want to get rappers on features. You know, it became a thing.
Yeah,
the motherfuckers had like 20 features on their fucking album. Guarantee you, he keeps going. He would have been one of the guys that everybody wanted on their fucking album. Because it's like you said, bro. Like they were hip hop in a different way with that Latino street, you know, twist and all that shit.
What type of drugs do you do? Right? What do you do to get your hands on your shit, motherfucker? Huh? Yeah.
Hey, bro, that was it on tour. Because a lot of people don't know, bro. We took, Cypress Hill took Jack and Duke on tour with us. And they were up there and they were my hype guys for a while when Sendog wasn't touring with us, because there was like 2-3 years Sendog took off from touring with us and shit. And we had Jack and Duke up there, bro. And we had so much fucking fun. And one of his main fucking lines would be, huh?
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I love that shit. I mean, I'm that dude in the shower, dog, that I'm like, I sound just like Duke. You know what I mean? I got that psych around bumping, homie. You know what I mean? I'm like, man, only if Duke can hear me, he'd be like, damn, dog. Anyways, bro, I mean, I think we all sound like Duke when we're rapping. We all sound like B Real when we're rapping with B Real on his shit. You know what I mean? That's just the love, the culture, my boy, that you guys have brought to the table, dog, and you've given us all hope, thinking that, hey, you know what, we can be the next one. I mean, bro, like when it comes to Be Real, like, is there any Chicano artist, bro, that you hear and you're like, you know what, bro, I wouldn't mind fucking with this cat. You know what I mean? Because I mean, we got the Bodachis out there, we got the Misfit Sotos out there, dog. You know what I mean? We got, I mean, this era that we got coming up right now, bro. These dudes are doing hip hop.
Oh yeah, I mean, the last one I did was, well, I did a couple, but you know, at least, you know, from here, King Lil G, we did some shit. And
okay,
he got some fly shit, man. Like I like his get down, man. He gets down. But there's some other cats out there, you know, that are getting down too, you know. And it's a matter of time before they get to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I like the track and I like where it's going, I fucks with it. If it's not where I see it, you know, like see myself on it. Like if I can't make it something, then I'll respectfully not fuck with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause, you know, songs are forever, right?
I mean, it's all about making timeless music,
right,
bro. I mean, and you, bro, you have made timeless music. To this day, you can play your first album. You can play Black Sunday. You can play Temple of Boom. You know what, bro? I think your best album, bro, I'm going to tell you your best album right now. My personal opinion, your best album, my boy, Elephants on Acid, my
You
boy.
like that one, huh?
Oh, my boy. That
Right.
that motherfucking piece of artwork, my boy, is fine brushed, and there's not a flaw on from beginning to end. Sin Dog. That's my favorite album with Sin Dog.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you gave Sin Dog some verses on that bitch. I mean, what is it? I mean, what dictates when Sin Dog gets a verse, bro? Because you are at the end of the day, you know what I mean, from an outside looking in, you are the captain of the ship, bro, and you are the face of Cypress Hill. But Sin Dog, insane in the brain. You know what I mean? Like,
and salute to my bro, because he's got nothing but better. And you know, he's constantly stepped up,
bro,
right?
the Elephants on Acid, bro.
Yeah.
His deliveries, homie.
Sick, right?
Yeah, Band of Gypsies.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what the fuck them fools are saying, dog, but I'm trying to like, you know what I mean? Like, bro, who are them dudes and what the fuck are they saying?
You know, see, Muggs, when we're working with Muggs and he's doing the production, he is the captain of the ship.
Did he do the Elephants on Acid?
Yeah, he did the whole production on that. You know, like old school. You know what I mean? Like we try to be with one producer. There was a couple albums we had a few different producers, but like mostly as Muggs. And you know, he went out to Egypt. He got motherfuckers playing the instruments, and he got motherfuckers doing the chants and the prayers and all the other stuff they're saying in there. He really crafted this one. Was his baby. You know what I mean? Like normally, I'm in the studio with him, you know, with the other albums, and we're going through shit. This one was like his brainchild. And I he asked me, okay, write this way to it and write this style and come off like this. And for me, you know, that's not a thing, because we've always been able to find the way to be on the same page when it comes to music. Me and Muggs, like, we got this understanding. Like, I tailor make my shit specifically the way he wants to hear it. And sometimes I go off and do my own fucking thing, but I know the pockets and the inner workings of his music, so I know how to flip in there to where it's like what people would come to expect, or an elevated form of that, right? With Sin Dog, you know, it's again, Muggs, he's the captain of the ship on that, so he'll bring what he wants to bring out of either one of us, and then, you know, if he loves it, he'll use it. If he doesn't love it, he's not gonna fucking use it, because again, music is forever, and you know, your name goes on it, and if he doesn't feel good about something, he ain't trying to put the shit out, you know. So like, there's been verses that I put out there that, you know, didn't make the albums because he didn't like them.
Okay, so at the end of the day, Muggs dictates on how the album gets structured, whose verses make it, who doesn't. I mean, you guys got to go real shit. Like Temple of Boom, my favorite album. Black Sunday, favorite album. You know what I mean? I'm Temple of Boom. I'm having illusions, fucking me up in my. I mean, bro, like fucking Stone Raiders, like my G, like. Hold up, you know what I mean? I'm too excited right now, dog. I got motherfucking B-Rail right here, dog. Hey, check it out. I was on the fucking prison yard, homie. We're fucking swapping cassette tapes, homie.
Crazy.
You know what I mean? We're swapping Cypress Hill cassette tapes on everybody's stack of all the homies, bro. The homies, dog. You know what I mean? We got a stack of cassette tapes in our cell locker, little fucking whoop-de-whoop-whoop, dog. You know what I mean? And every single motherfucker had a fucking Cypress Hill cassette tape in that bitch, dog. I mean, we popped that bitch in. I'm 18 years old, walking in the yard, fucking bop, you know what I mean? Just like going, dog, you know what I mean? Just got that Cypress Hill bumping, dog. When I had the weights on the yard, I'm in the weight pile, homie, hitting this motherfucking shit, dog, you know what I mean? But Temple of Boom was always my favorite shit. And then when you came out with the motherfucking Elephants on Acid, dog, I was just like, damn, homie, you got past the knife, homie. That is hard, homie. Yeah. My favorite one is Blood on My Hands Again.
That's a crazy one, right?
Yeah. That dark shit, homie. What do I gravitate to, dog? I gravitate to where I come from, dog. And that's the darkest depths of the motherfucking hood, dog. You know what I mean? When I'm in the darkest depths of the motherfucking hood, homie, I don't want to hear no motherfucking radio play shit, homie. I don't want to hear no motherfucking happy music. I want to hear where I'm at right now. I'm up 5 days off of dope, dog. The pookie is motherfucking hot. You know what I mean? The pookie is hot, dog. You know what I mean? And I'm feeling like I'm about to nut up and everybody in this motherfucking block gonna get lit the fuck up, dog. I ain't got no happy music on, dog. I got this dark, deep shit, Psycho Realm, Cypress Hill shit just pumping through my motherfucking airwaves, dog. You know what I mean? Thank you. Thank you, my G.
You're welcome, my bro.
Thank you. I mean, you were responsible for some of the cases that I caught.
I mean, we all, you know, came from dark places, you know, Muggs and myself especially, you know what I'm saying? So that music, we were big Doors fans. This is your Black Sabbath album. The Elephant on Acid is Black Sabbath.
Absolutely,
homie. Absolutely. We were Black Sabbath fans. We were Pink Floyd fans. All that like crazy dark psychedelic shit is what we felt was was our best representation of who we were. You know what I'm saying? And you know, Muggs brought it back with that shit, you know, like times 1,000, because, you know, previously, you know, the darkest album for us was Temple of Boom. Ooh, which is low key, you know, a lot of our fans' favorite shit, you know, because it's an album they could relate to more than anything because of the shit we were talking there. But this Elephants on Acid shit is like, again, times 1,000 of that. And I got to give it to Muggs, man, because he did, like, you know, he did some crazy shit on the production that I was not expecting. You know, for me, I go in the studio, I lay my verses, and I don't listen to any of the music until he's done, because I know it's going to change, like, you know, 10 times before he gets it to where he feels it's the best representation of what the fuck we do, right? And the song Stairway to Heaven, right? Oh my God, dog. Like, when I did that song, I already knew, okay, I'm not going to get married to it and say I like it, because I know it's going to change. And sure enough, he fucking changed it, but he made it in a way that like made it doper than I felt it was when I first dropped it. Like, and if people don't pay attention to this song, right? Like, if you go listen to it, there's no drums on the song until the very fucking end. After I finish rapping, I ain't even rapping no more, and the drums fucking roll in, and it's crazy because like when you listen to the song, you're okay, when are the drums kicking in? But the song is so good, you don't mind, and you know, so that's the beauty of his shit. Like, you know, he will surprise you with some different shit, and it works.
That dude is the grand fucking wizard and shit. You know what I mean? No, nothing taken from the Tony A, the wizard. But I mean, in regards to fucking producing and shit, dog, you know what I mean? Like, God damn it. That boy right there, dog, is a fucking animal, dog, with that, bro.
He's underrated. He's underrated.
Is he underrated, bro?
I think so. You know, they don't give him his props. I mean, like they should. They give a lot of other motherfuckers props. They deserve it for sure. But, you know, for what he's been able to do with one group, and you know, like he's done other shit that is pretty big, but what he was able to do with one group and the heights that he took that to with his sound, they don't give him enough credit for that, because you don't see producers doing that shit like that for as long as he had, you know, and staying sharp as fuck. Because like, if you hear his chop game and you hear his music, the shit that he's doing with other artists now, like Mayhem Lauren and Planet Asia and the other guys that he's done shit with, like Sick Jack and Jizza and many. I mean, you see why this motherfucker is one of the best, but you know, people just don't big him up as much as they should.
I mean, I think in my mind, bro, that dude is the pinnacle, dog, of fucking just like the darkest depths that you can reach, bro. You know what I mean? When I hear these fucking albums, dog, Temple of Boom, Elephants on Acid, dog, you know what I mean? I'm just like, bro, this is the Black Sabbath, this is the Doors of fucking hip hop. This is an art form that nobody, dog, has been able to form, dog, in a physical fucking form, physical fucking piece of fucking art that you can actually fucking take with you, dog. You know what I mean? This music, dog, is I mean, are you guys aliens? Are you guys aliens, bro?
It's the weed, man.
Is it the weed? I mean, like speaking of weed, bro. Like the stairway to heaven, bro. You said, all right, the drum beat don't drop until the fucking end of the beat, but once you get tuned into that shit and you smoking weed, listening to this song right here, you don't ever really. I never thought about the beat not dropping because I was high as fuck hearing that shit, and I was automatically brought into this fucking trance, homie. You know what I mean? Like, you know what? I got kids yelling around me, dog. I got babies. I got kids. You know what I mean? I got a girl that's mad because whoop-de-whoop-whoop, this and that. You know what I mean? Whatever the fuck it is. You know what I mean? But right now, I am in another fucking realm. I'm not in the 3D realm. I'm in a 4D realm. You know what I mean? And bro, just oh my God, dog. I mean, bro, you're an amazing fucking talent, dog. I mean, there's not been one Latin fucking artist that has accomplished what you have accomplished, my boy.
Thank you, bro.
A brand, my boy. A fucking like, you know what, bro? Like, I mean, you're not underrated. Do you feel you're underrated?
I mean, that's up to people. You know what I mean? I never look at it like that. I just keep going. You know what I mean? I always keep the sword sharp and keep it rolling because, you know, it doesn't really matter if these motherfuckers are going to give you your props or not. The people are your props, and if the people are fucking with you, that's all the props you need. You know, if this journalist or this fucking guy over here, this, you know, chick over here don't want to talk about you or you know, list your accomplishments, that's okay, you know, because realistically it's about who the people fuck with. And as long as you keep on some quality shit and keep it 100 and you know, you just keep pushing and you have the love for it, you know, people recognize that. And to me, that's everything, man, because realistically, you know, they could give us all these fucking props in the world, but if the people ain't fucking with us, then those props don't mean shit. So for me, you know, I do it for the people. I do it because I love to do it, and I think they feel that and they fuck with us, you know what I mean? Because everything we do is always with love and to try to open doors for others, you know what I'm saying? To show, like, if we can do it, because, I mean, I know where we come from. A lot of us come from the same fucking places where, you know, you get that opportunity and you hit the ground running, you go. And, you know, we're basically, we're those guys to show you, hey, listen, we did it, you can do it. Because, you know, it's all about what you put into it, you know, how much work you apply to it and how much you believe in yourself that you can do it. And if you could see it and you say it to yourself and you believe what you fucking seen and what you said, trust me, you put the work behind that shit, you can get it. And I live by that, man. You know, words do manifest. Thoughts, ideas, they manifest, and you can manifest them. You just got to work toward them. They ain't gonna come to you. You got to go to it. But once you put that shit in the air, it happens.
It happens.
It happens for real, man.
I mean, Tony A the Wizard was on here. Yeah, I mean, and it was a fucking, it was an amazing podcast, dog, having him on here, dog. I mean, because Tony A always comes across to me like a very, like, when we talked about it too, a very just black and white individual. There's not too many gray areas, you know what I mean? He's almost kind of got like a father figure way about himself, you know what I mean? Maybe taking a break from the music thing and raising his kids and everything like that. And
people do that, for sure.
It has molded him into the individual that he is, you know what I mean? And talking to him, dog, you know what I mean? When he talks, you hear him speak. But he spoke on something that really caught my attention. And it's not it's kind of like a known thing. I mean, he said when he was coming up in the beginning, you know what I mean? Him and High C got the Scandalous album out, you know what I mean? You know, Tony A is buzzing. His name's buzzing, you know what I mean? And a lot of people are calling him Tone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so when he's getting in front of these big corporations, these individuals that are in control of moves in the industry, a lot of them were taken back that he was Mexican and not black.
Right.
And being the fact that he was Mexican, some doors got closed because they said, hey, bro, you know, no disrespect, but we want a black dude.
Right.
You know? And so just on that note, bro, you didn't have that problem because you were kind of like a hybrid type of dude. You know what I mean?
Right,
You know,
right.
you were like, you were cross, bro. You know what I mean? They didn't know who the fuck this dude is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This dude speaks fucking Spanish. You know what I mean? This dude's got a fucking afro. This fool can't stop smoking motherfucking weed, dog, and he's insane in the motherfucking membrane, dog. You know what I mean? You know, what do we do with this dude? This dude is blowing the fuck up. I mean, bro, when it comes to the industry, dog, when it comes to the ceiling, when it comes to fucking Chicano rap artists, dog, that have the fucking talent, bro.
Yeah.
You know, but does the music industry think like, hey, bro, nah, bro, like, you know what I mean? You should be selling elotes, homie. Like, no, we'll buy some tacos from you, but we ain't gonna buy a single from you. You know what I mean? Is this industry very biased when it comes to that?
I think at one point, they didn't know what to do with the Latin artists. You know, they didn't know who they could market them to. You know, whether, you know, as a whole in the mainstream, will they catch? And they lacked confidence in that, so they didn't give us a lot of opportunities. You know what I mean? And especially if you were sounding like Chicano rap, you know, only Kid Frost was, you know, one to really capitalize off that, like in some of the mainstream. You know what I mean? So
I mean, and
like,
he still had a ceiling on him.
and he still had a ceiling on him. You know, Psycho Realm, they may not have had like the hit that Frost had, but they had a completely different impact because they took a different way of being a Latino hip hop group. They went just, you know, doing hip hop and not necessarily Chicano rap, like you said earlier.
And it was dark. It was gangster.
And that's the thing, you know, because like if you sounded like that, that's where they were gonna fucking cut you off. And most of the time, you know, you might be doing the car show circuit. You know what I mean? And that's pretty much where you might stay unless you get a radio hit in the region, and then you might do something there. But, you know, they didn't know what the fuck to do with us. And it wasn't until, you know, some of us came out with a different style, and, you know, then comes Fat Joe and Pun, and they do their thing, and they fucking kick the door a little bit wider open for Latinos. And then the Beat Nuts, and then the Mexicans, and then Lighter Shade of Brown, they came with a fucking hit, and Delinquent Habits, they come in with the radio hit, and slowly but surely you see Latinos on the rise, but still not as many opportunities for us because they don't really know how to market us like that. You know
I mean, were they scared to fuck with the homies? And
Yeah.
shout out to my boy ODM from Lighter Shade of Brown. That's
Yeah.
my G right there.
For sure, they were afraid to fuck with us because one, they you know, they could potentially put a lot of money behind you, and if they don't know how to market you, that's money lost.
I mean, did they feel like they were a liability possibly? Like, you know?
I don't think they felt like it was liability. I think it was marketability.
Marketability, right.
Like who could we sell these groups to outside of their own community, right? Will the white folks fuck with them? Will the black folks fuck with them? Will the Asians? Will everybody else? And you know, they're very calculated like that. And that's why, you know, you see groups that are Latino that came with more hip hop style shit get a little bit further into the door because realistically it's more marketable. And that's why, you know, Chicano rap, like the thick Chicano rap stood in a certain lane and really didn't, you know, there may be a few artists really progressed outside of it, but most stood in it and they weren't really given opportunities to grow outside of it. You know, the lane you make is the lane you make, basically, right? And some have done a great fucking job, and like we're able to carve shit out for others to follow and say, okay, yeah, check this out. If they're gonna fucking put us in this fucking lane right here and keep us here, look, here's all the fucking places we can go in this fucking lane. And fortunately, some guys have had a little bit of success, you know, without the fucking majors helping or anything like that. It's challenging to be on a major label as a Latino hip hop artist, and most especially if you are a Chicano, you know, rap artist. That is the biggest challenge, at least in the 90s. These days, I think it's a little bit different. You hear a lot of
independent shit.
Yeah, you hear a lot of independent shit, and people are getting their shit off, and people are now supporting these artists. You know, whereas before you didn't know where to find them, so you couldn't support them. Now motherfuckers know where to find you, and if they fuck with it, they'll support you. And now you see all these guys creating their different lanes, and they're making their lanes and not waiting for someone to give them one, right? But now, you know, the artists that do get the opportunity, the record labels kind of know where now to market them and where to put them and, you know, the style of music that they should be doing. And they'll suggest it. They ain't gonna just be like, okay, well, we're gonna dump these millions of dollars into you. We're gonna let you do whatever the fuck you do. If we know it ain't gonna sell music, we ain't putting that shit out. So they're not even gonna do that. They're gonna try to develop and make the artist the way they think they should be, unless you come with your own plan off top. Like, you know what you want to be. This is your music. Boom. I'm gonna stick by this right here. So, you know, I think there's just a better of understanding on where they can market you now and how they can get your music off, as opposed to in the 90s and the early 2000s where they just did not fucking know. So it was hands off unless you had a certified hit that no one could deny, no matter what and who you were. Like homie, damn, why am I forgetting his name? It's the fucking homie right now. See, I smoke way too much.
Maybe you need to light one up to remember.
Lean back like a cholo.
Yeah. Kino, no, what's his name? Keek, with a K. Lean back like a cholo. What's that fool's name, dog?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
But yeah. See, I'm fucked up too.
Yeah.
But that's the homie. You know, I did some work with my dude right there. But like his shit was. No, it's not Chingo Bling. It's
Chingo Bling. That's a tamale king.
Salute to Chingo. That's the homie right there. But yeah, you know, like he came in and he was real hoodish, but like he had a fucking song that was undeniable, and they fucking could not play his shit, and that shit was all over the fucking radio. And you know
Kilo.
There you go.
Yeah.
And he got it.
Hey, shout out to Steeler Los. Appreciate you. Oh, he said it first.
Yeah,
Good.
All right, Pedro.
Shout out to Pedro, man.
All right, Pedro.
With his mask still on.
So he got his off. You know what I'm saying? Like he really got his shit off, and they weren't gonna fucking give him anything, bro. But like he had a hit, and the record company, man, they cannot not. You know, like they can't resist. If you got
money,
one, man,
is money,
fuck
baby.
them, they try and go
Yeah.
in. And you know, homeboy fucking made a lane for himself right there. And you know, that's something that didn't exist like in the 90s for a motherfucker, man. Because if you looked a certain way, they expected that you were gonna fucking rap a certain way. You know, so if you had the bald head, white tee, and the khakis and shit, like, oh, it's a Chicano rapper. I don't know if we want to fucking invest. But if you had that hit,
yeah, it's undeniable.
they were looking way past that shit. It's undeniable.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, do you ever think about, bro, like, I mean, I get it. At the end of the day, bro, it's talent, it's investments, it's just, you know, secure when you put your chips in and shit. If you're gonna put your chips all in, I mean, you want those chips to be secured and shit.
Right.
And I
It's
get
an investment.
I get it. At the end of the day, you know, the market is black when it comes to hip hop. You know what I mean? So if you got a black dude singing a song and you got a Mexican dude singing a song, you know what I mean, and they both have the same caliber of a song, I mean, where are you gonna put your money at? You're probably gonna put it with the black dude because it's hip hop. At the end of the day, you know what I mean? If we like to admit it or not, it's black. You know,
here's the thing though. Yeah, the perception is that, but Latinos and other culture of kids have been there since day one. Like if you look at the wild style videos, like the guys that are breakdancing and the guys that are hitting the walls and some of the guys rapping, it's like a bunch of mixed cultures. You know, there's black, Latino, white kids, Asian kids, all over the fucking place. And that first stamp of hip hop, it came out of the boroughs, it came out of the Bronx, which was Latino and black kids. So, you know, we've been there since day one. The thing is that as rappers, as artists, we didn't get to the upfront part until later, until like guys like the Fat Boys, like Prince Marky D, Puerto Rican rapper, you know, well, Puerto Rican guy in the Fat Boys. He's a Latino, first Latino to get like dap in hip hop, right? But, you know, that wasn't focused on. You know what I mean? The fact that he was Latino and having this great success. It was just about the group. It was about hip hop music and shit like that. But if you look at those first videos that we were able to see that represented hip hop, it was a mixed culture. It wasn't just black. It wasn't just Latin. It definitely wasn't just white. It was all of us together. You know what I mean? But the record companies pushed it to be, you know, where it's at. It wasn't necessarily that, you know, we weren't there because we've been there. It's just that who were the record companies going to give the opportunities to that were more marketable?
Yeah.
And, that wasn't us at the time.
I mean, I get it, bro, because this is my perspective on in regards to that, bro. When you have Latin East Coast dudes from the Bronx, from New York, or whatever you say that shit, dog. You know what I mean? And you got Latin cats from, the West Coast, homie.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's a different.
It is.
That's a different stilo. These are different individuals.
Definitely.
Like when you see these, and I mean no disrespect to this. I'm just painting it the way I see it. Now, when you see Puerto Ricans and blacks in New York, I mean, you just see a bunch of, you see that culture, that kind of like almost black, bro. You know what I mean? But when you come to the West Coast, you know what I mean? You got the motherfucker with the white tee, the Ben Davies, and the motherfucking Cortez, and the bald head, and he blasted the fuck up, banged the fuck out, dog. You know what I mean? You don't intertwine that with the black dudes in L.A.
Yeah, they don't mix that up.
That doesn't get mixed up.
Even though we're listening to the same music. Even though. You know what I'm saying? And
absolutely.
That's a divide that, media will always get behind, and especially in the music industry. They don't want us to have too strong of a platform because of the shit we say and the shit we could teach people, so they'll always try to undermine our platform, our version. And they've been doing that for years, and they're always going to do that until, we get it together on our end and say, we ain't taking that shit no more.
I mean, what does it take to get together? Is it unity? Is it for us to stop fighting amongst each other, dog? To support each other? I mean, when it comes to like the homies and shit, you know what I mean? Instead of fucking like we gotta support each other and uplift each other, you know what I mean? Instead of hating on each other, instead of bringing the gang fucking culture and the mix of like who we get along with and who we can fuck with and who we're gonna support and what album we're gonna fucking buy and shit. I mean, if we come together stronger as an LA community, you know what I mean? Maybe we can break them fucking barriers, because them barriers aren't broken yet, bro.
It's about breaking those barriers. Absolutely. And we got to break them within ourselves to break them with anybody else. And that's the shit that we got to recognize, is talking to each other. You know what I'm saying? And understanding, our situations and how we communicate that shit. And once we break our barriers down, we can break the rest down. And that's what people don't get. It's like they say, right? It's like the oldest shit they tell you, before you can help someone else, you got to be able to help yourself. Fix yourself before you fix somebody. A lot of us all the time trying to fucking fix somebody else's problems, and we got our own. We can't even fucking get a grip on how we gonna say, all right, I'm gonna help you when I can't even help myself. And what does God say, right? Help those that help themselves.
My boy, that is the realest shit, dog, that you have not you have ever said, but the realest shit that I've said. You just said it right now, bro. I mean, bro, like check it out. Like people have called me a selfish motherfucker. You know what I mean? But we as individuals to build ourselves up and to make the people around us better, we need to focus on ourselves. True. You know what I mean? We live in glass houses. True. Build yourself up before you can fucking build anything else around you. Like for me to get where I'm at right now, which is a pinnacle in my life, bro. You know what I mean? I mean, we all have our levels in life, bro. Right. Like you're a fucking legend, bro. You were blessed, dog. You were the golden child, dog. You know what I mean? You came out the womb, dog, and you shined like a pot of gold, homie. You know what I mean? You have the immigrant mother that came from Cuba in a fucking raft from a fucking prison, bro. You know what I mean? If you ain't know this dude's motherfucking history, this dude right here is. This dude, what he has done, oh my God, dog, what you have done, my boy, is tremendous, dog. Do you ever realize the power that you hold, bro? The gift that you've been given.
It's a trip because, all through life, I never thought I'd be in a position like that I'm in now, right? It's like, you're young, you're trying to figure it out. And to be in a position that I'm in now, I know it's a blessing from God. I've been a spiritual person even when I was banging, like all through that shit. Since I was a kid, I've always been spiritual, strength in believing and having faith. And, I knew God would put me in the place that he needed me to be, not where I might have wanted to be, but where he needed me to be. Cause like, we grow up, we have these fucking dreams and shit. And sometimes, the dreams you have as a kid aren't really the dreams that you really see in your head. Like when anybody ever asked me, like, what did you dream you wanted to be when you were a kid? I was like, well, a journalist, Air Force pilot.
Yeah.
The Air Force pilot was not a go for me because I don't like spinning and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's the one thing. They spin you like a top to make sure you can handle those G's and shit. I can't handle those type of G's, So Air Force was out of it. But the journalism thing, that was one thing that I always thought, I'd be a writer and shit like that. And lo and behold, I became a writer, but different than what I thought it was going to be. I didn't know I was going to do music. I didn't know I had talent in that until much later. And then, fast forward to now, realizing the platforms I've been able to build and the blessings that I've gotten, and the love I have from people and whatnot, and the influence that you can have on others in terms of like being inspirational, like saying, hey, look, I could do this. I come from nothing, zero to the motherfucking zero. My family's always been about hustle. No one ever gave us shit. So it was like, life is what you make it. And if I can make it from where I come from, other motherfuckers could do this too. And there's more availability to these opportunities than there were 10, 20 fucking years ago. So
social media, baby.
If these assholes at the major companies don't want to sign you, you could get it done yourself.
You can sign yourself.
And you can hit a lick like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So,
preach.
Preach,
my G.
These days are different. You can't sit there and wait for it to come to you. You got to go to it, but believe in yourself. And for me, again, like in terms of, what this means in terms of power, yes, I've been given a powerful gift. And I appreciate it every day because I know as quick as a gift comes, it could be fucking snatched away. You know what I'm saying? And God has blessed me in many ways, man. No one could tell me that there is not a God. No matter what you call him, no matter what faith it is, whether you're Muslim, Christian, Catholic, Baptist, Buddhist, Judeo or whatever. You know what I'm saying? To me, it's all the same path, just a different journey, you know what I mean, for all of us. And motherfuckers that don't believe, that are atheists, to me, I don't judge them because realistically, it doesn't make them an evil person. You know what I'm saying? I think your actions make you what you are. So if you're an atheist, you don't believe in God, but you treat everyone cool, care, compassion, all that shit, I think God sees that. And, that's on them. I don't judge nobody for nothing. You could be a flat earther. I don't give a fuck because guess what? I ain't gonna get off the planet to know whether it's round or flat. What fucking difference does it make if it's round or we are here? Know what I'm saying? So no judgment. Let's just keep it moving in a positive direction. You know what I'm saying?
My G, dog. Amen to that, dog. I mean, what's crazy when we talk spirituality, dog, you talk about putting shit in the universe, dog, and hoping to get that back in return. And the way you conduct yourself and the way you treat people and so on and so forth and shit. I was that dude, dog, that was in the neighborhood and there would be times that I was just doing really bad, dog. You know what I mean? More bad than good. You know what I mean? But at the same time, even sometimes when you're doing bad, the people that are doing bad, they're having a good time doing bad. You know what I mean?
True that.
It's like we ain't got no food, or we out of dope, or whatever the fuck it might be. We're doing bad right now, but we still always find a way to smile and shit. But anyways, what I'm trying to say is, I would go to the St. Ignatius Church, dog, in my neighborhood, Highland Park, dog, you know what I mean? And I go in and, you know what I mean? It's a Catholic church, bro, you know what I mean? But it's a house of God, you know what I mean? And I'm not Catholic, bro, you know what I mean? I'm a believer, dog.
Yeah.
I believe in God, bro,
Same
you know what I
here.
mean? My mom is Mexican, my pops is a Jew, dog, you know what I mean? I always tell people God he must have fucking got high when he was making me. He said, I'm gonna put this dude in LA and I'm gonna make his dad a fucking straight Jew, you know what I mean? And I'm gonna make his mom Mexican. This is my cousin right here, dog. He Mexican, right? You know what I mean? But I bring another side of the family, and they got the Bahamakan, motherfucking Shalaman, motherfucking Shalom, and all that shit, dog. You know what I mean? Right, bro? All my life, when you guys talk shit about me, you fucking Jew, you know what I mean? They would be talking shit, dog. This is the Mexican side sitting in there right here, dog. You know what I mean? But I've always been a spiritual person. I would go to the St. Ignatius Genesis Church, dog. I put down the thing to put, you know, they got the rows of seats, the wooden fucking benches and shit. I put the thing down. I prayed to God. I said, God, you know what? I lost my strap last week. You know, I needed another gun. You know, I was running from the cops. Lost. You know, and I'm not doing good right now. God, I'm sorry for what I'm doing right now. You know what I mean? I'm gonna get my shit together. You know what I mean? But if I can get this sack of dope right here, you know what I mean? And I can flip this shit, and I'm gonna be back on top. You know what I mean? And we all gonna be fucking happy, all the people around me and shit. But somehow, some way, you know what I mean? I always prayed. Not that I prayed on that. I'm making fun of it to a certain sense, dog. You know what I mean? But I always gave thanks. I always prayed, bro. My spirituality, bro, was so motherfucking deep, dog. You know what I mean? I prayed on everything, dog. Even at my darkest fucking times, high as fuck, spun the fuck out on meth. I've never prayed when I was frilled out off the PCP. You know what I mean? I don't know. For some reason, when you're on PCP, you don't want to pray. You know what I mean? You know, you just want to walk on the moon and look it down from the curb and feel like it's 1,000 feet down. But anyways, I've always been in touch with that. So when you talk about God, who is God to you?
I mean,
are you religious?
No.
I mean, to a certain
I've never been,
organization.
No, I've never been religious like that. I've always been spiritual. I believe that, you know, God exists, whether it's a male or female, or both. I know that something is up there looking down on us, someone, or, you know, I can't call God it or someone. I guess God exists to me. You know I've seen it. I'm not saying I've seen God, but I've seen things that have happened to me, you know, that I know that there's a higher power up there looking out for us. And if you believe deep enough, and it's about faith, and it doesn't matter what faith you come from. It's not about being fanatical and religious. It's just about having your one-on-one with the creator, or, you know, the higher power, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, I've always been spiritual. I mean, you know, that's always been something close to me. I've been blessed in that way, man. I never question. I know it exists. You know what I'm saying? That's like one of the things in deep foundation, you know, in my life is faith, right? And to me, I always, you know, if there was something I prayed for, I always, you know, with the thought, like, if it's good for me, God will allow me to have it if I work for it. If I work for it because I thought it was a good thing and it wasn't necessarily good for me, God is not going to put me in that lane unless it's to teach me a lesson, right? So, you know, the things that have happened for me were a blessing. The things that happened to me were a lesson. See what I did there? That was even a rhyme in there. I didn't even mean that.
I was waiting for it, dog. I was like bars. You know what I mean? I'm about to spit a new song and shit. I mean, you know, this is how songs are created, bro. Conversations. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, how many times have you ever been in a conversation, but like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Hold on a second.
You mentally note
Let me put that in a
a
note.
phrase and shit you might have said. I was like, oh shit, that sounded right. Hold up.
I mean, when it comes to you writing music, like a segue to that,
That
bro.
has definitely happened to me. Like, so for instance, Light Another, right? I was hanging out. I lived in the South Bay for a time, up in Gardena, right?
Shout out to Gardena. Shout out to the harbor area, huh?
And I used to hang out with my homie Wino from Gardena 13 over there. Salute to my homeboy. He was an artist, you know, but he was from that neighborhood, him and his brother. And I would hang out with them because I was on, you know, probation. I had to go to school in Gardena, continuation school and shit. Like, I was a badass kid, dog. So fucking, we're hanging out in his garage one day, kicking it. And this is when we're in, you know, Cypress Hill is in demo mode. You know, we're like coming up with songs that we're gonna maybe eventually pitch to a label or something, you know. And we're in this fucking garage and we're smoking boof, dog.
Boof?
Yeah, we're smoking
Some
boof.
skante?
Yeah, we were smoking some bullshit, dog, and it wasn't doing anything to us. And it was Wino and our homeboy Escape One. His name is Artie. He was also a dope artist and DJ. He introduced me to Wino. And we're kicking it there and we're fucking rolling up and the weed ain't doing shit to us. So fucking Wino says, hey homie, light another one. Boom, light another. I was like, oh shit, that could be a fucking dope line. And I fucking went home that night and wrote a song called Light Another. based off of him saying, "Hey, let me light another one." All right. Fuck it. We fucking would blow that fucking garage up with weed, bro, but it just didn't get us that high because it was boof. So, we didn't have no money for good shit back then.
Yeah.
We got what we got.
Hell yeah, dog. I mean, bro, like, when it comes to, like, just on the writing thing, bro, just because who has more albums than you? A Latin artist, Latin hip hop artist. Does anyone have more albums than you?
Shit, dog. That'd be hard to. Yeah, no.
I don't think anyone has any more albums than you, bro.
Burner's giving us a run right now, though, dog. Like, he puts out an album every month, dog.
Burner's on fire right now with his
homie.
whole cookies movement and everything.
Oh yeah,
dog.
he's killing it. But yeah, I think I probably got the deepest catalog, in terms of all the work I've done. Because, like, I've done 8 or 9 albums with Cypress Hill, right? And then I did 4 albums with the Serial Killers. I did a album in a EP with Prophets of Rage. The album with Psycho Realm. The 4 albums with Burner. Fuck, man, I got a deep catalog. And then my 4 mixtapes. My 4 mixtapes. My Gunslinger series 1, 2, and 3. And then the Remedy fucking album, the Prescription album, which was an album, but we called it a mixtape. And my Smoke and Mirrors album I did with Duck Down Records. And what else? I just did an album with Psycho Les that's gonna come out next year.
Can we get another album with Psycho Realm album?
Jack and I constantly talk about that shit. It's just about us, like, sort of getting our schedules together and putting it down, because, like, we constantly be talking about that shit. Like, hey man, we should fucking do something, and so it's in the air. It's just a matter of us sitting down and actually fucking knocking it down. I thought, man, what would really be dope is if Jack and I did an album with Muggs producing it,
and
just flipping it like that, because Jack could produce the fucking album himself. He's a dope producer, man. Like, he doesn't get his props neither, but he's dope. But I would think it would be real significant if Muggs had both of us and we just flip back and forth. That shit would be stupid. But
because you and Jack together, bro, are fucking, like, your voices, dog. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the contrast
is amazing, my boy. The contrast is fucking amazing. If you ever talk to Sick Jackin', like, on the fly, dog, just on a random note, bro, you know what I mean? I would love to have him on the podcast.
I'm gonna talk to him. I'm gonna try to get him on for you, bro.
Yeah.
He would love this shit.
Yeah, I mean, I would love to have him on.
You got a nice little bottle of whiskey out there for him,
bro,
Papa. He's fucking here.
Hey, bro, I have a whole case of Jack Daniels for him. I know what he fuck with, dog.
He likes that single barrel.
I know what he. Yeah, you want to smoke, bro? Because I want you to smoke, dog. Because I wrote a song, dog.
Here, I want you to smoke that one when you get a chance.
Okay.
So that you can enjoy.
Yeah. Go ahead.
And sure, I'll blaze this one up.
Yeah, blaze that up, because I wrote a song, dog, and I want to sing it a cappella to you, dog. You know what I mean? Yeah, I want to sing it a cappella to you, dog. You know what I mean? And there he is, right there. You light that one up right there, bro. And I'm gonna sing this song right here. You know what I mean? Man, I'm a little nervous right now, dog. I just wrote this song, dog. You know what I mean? And I'm not trying to pitch you to any bullshit or anything like that, dog. But this song goes like this. Whew. You guys ready for this shit? I wanna get high, so high. Come on, sing it with me. Sing it. I wanna get high, so high. Come on, sing it, sing it. I wanna get high, so high. Should I get the verse or should you get the verse, dog?
You want me to get the verse?
Get the verse.
Well, it's the funkalistic, the joint I twisted, the slamified, Buddhified funk on your discus. Oh, what you missed us, you got to bear witness. Catch a hoe and another hoe.
Merry Christmas.
Yes, I smoke shit straight off the roach clip. I wrote shit for the blunted ones to approach it. For one motion, make it sway like the ocean. The herb is more than just a powerful
potion.
What's the commotion? Yo, I'm not fucking around. Everybody's about what they smoking. The oven's on high when I roast the quail.
I tell Bill Clinton to
Go and inhale. Exhale, now you feel the funk of the tie. When I'm smoking the joint, you know I get
high, so high. Let's go, sing it, everybody. I wanna get
so high.
So high.
So high.
Yeah, baby. Hood stocks right there. Right there. Some reason this dude knew my verse, dog. And I mean, this shit is motherfucking crazy, dog.
It's ESPN, dog.
Woo! That is the shit right there, dog. I mean, bro, like, homie, the shit you have wrote, dog. These legendary verses. Fuck the hooks, dog. These legendary verses, bro. I mean, they're on another motherfucking planet.
Thank you, bro.
They're on, I mean, you started this shit, dog. You know what I mean? You made weed, fucking smoking weed was cool. I mean, it was cool in the hood from the gate, right? You know what I mean? Everybody was high as fuck. I mean, but back in the day, you know what I mean? Some people frowned upon it. You know what I mean? They were like, oh, that fool's just a stoner. He's not gonna do nothing with his motherfucking life. You know what I mean? And then Be Real came up in this bitch, dog. And he said, you know what?
Fuck off.
Fuck off. Fuck off.
Hey, man, you know, here's the thing. You know, like, we being Latin and being, you know, advocates for legalization, yeah, the road wasn't easy. You know, we didn't get a lot of opportunities others got. One, because we were Latino. Two, because, you know, we were talking about weed and shit. But we didn't give a fuck, dog. We just kept going. We persevered. We're like, you know what? If you fuck with this, cool. If you don't fuck it, that's your loss. All good. We're going to keep it moving. And with the people that did support us, we were able to fucking spread that message out. And with the people we were able to influence, we were, you know, spreading the message out even further, you know, because people always ask me, oh, man, you know, how come you didn't say nothing when motherfuckers started talking about weed after you guys? You know, you guys were the guys. I was like, man, we wouldn't have it legal right now if all those guys didn't take the same chance, because weed was taboo and you weren't getting opportunities that others were if you were talking about it. And all these other folks like Snoop and Red and Meth and the rest that come after, you know, Wiz, you know, they talk about it and you know, they went through the same sacrifices. But, you know, the great thing is that Snoop was able to break through on a different level as a stoner that, like, people didn't give a fuck. They knew he was a stoner and they, you know, they fucked with him. And that allowed us to now start getting these opportunities because, like, you know, they're okay with fucking with stoners. You know what I mean? It's just about, you got to show up and you got to, you know, make sure that you're going to be 1,000 on when you work and do the shit and be responsible and whatnot. But they will fuck with you now, whereas before they would not. And, you know, it's all that work that all of us put in. It wasn't just us. I mean, you know, yes, we were at the forefront. We were like the pioneering it in terms of hip hop. But, you know, it wouldn't be where it's at unless those other motherfuckers got down with us and said, you know what, we're going to fucking ride the same line. We're going to talk about it, whether it's celebrating or advocacy. You know what I'm saying? Because either one, it was getting into the mindset of people that formerly felt shameful for fucking smoking in public or scared or, you know, like they were going to lose respect or lose their job or whatever. All that shit slowly got stripped away, but it was because all these artists jumped on the line with us and said, you know, we're going to talk about this shit too. And it opened it up.
Way opened that shit up. I mean, fast forward to 2020, dog. We going into 2021, and thank God we getting out of 2020. Hopefully, love, respect, blessings to all of us that are getting out of 2020 with our life intact. This has been a fucking horrible fucking year, my G.
Yeah, man. We all waiting for it to fucking just, you know, get along. Hopefully, you know, God willing, 21 is like the year. I mean, it's a God number. You know what I mean? 21, 777. Let's go. 2021. That's going to be the year we all come up. Let's go. I'm forecasting right now.
Hell yeah.
I'm forecasting. We're going to come up.
Absolutely, dog. I mean, who would have? I mean, who would have thought? In your wildest dreams, your wildest imagination, your highest fucking high, dog. That in 2020, dog, that we would be where we're at in regards to the weed advocacy.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I mean, bro, you have shops now, Dr. Green Thumb shops, bro. I mean, you are. The foundation that you laid, my boy, and I'm gonna say the foundation that you laid, bro, because I don't know any bigger weed advocate than you, my G. You know what I mean?
Thanks.
Like, bro, you were the beginning. Like, I mean, how good does that feel that you were the beginning of such a huge?
You know, it feels great that people recognize, you know, what the work we've put in. You know what I'm saying? When we did it, we weren't looking for that. We were just looking to put the work in and spread the information, spread the education, and make it go somewhere, you know, and to see where it's at now. I mean, you know, we're all proud and shit like that. And some of us are in the cannabis industry, like myself, you know, with the Green Thumb shops. And salute to everybody who comes up and gets them flavors. You know, we got them. It's all fire and shit. But, you know, a lot of that is due to, you know, it's not just me. It's like the people. You know, the people got down with me aside from Cypress Hill. You know what I mean? As Dr. Green Thumb, as that brand, as that alter ego. I mean, you know, I was throwing those parties way the fuck back.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely,
before it all became, you know,
Popular.
Yeah, and before it became
Okay.
yeah, all those things,
Yeah.
right? Before there was a cannabis game.
Yeah.
You know, I was building that brand aside from Cypress Hill way back then, and people have stood with me and you know, rolled with the growth of where it went from throwing events to being a product to now becoming a retail and having everybody's top shelf shit there. You know what I'm saying? And that was all because the people fucked with me, and you know, I always got to be grateful to the people that supported it and get down with us to this day. From when I started Be Real TV and that platform, they all came there and, you know, followed us through the journey and coming into now doing the Dr. Green Thumb podcast. I mean, you know, it's been amazing, man. And without the fans, you know, it means nothing. So, like, you know, they get the props more than anyone to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely, dog. I mean, you gotta always give love to the people that support what you've done, because without the support, there is not what you've been done. You know what I mean? Because
Right.
it wasn't supported, and you'd have probably just possibly went underground and maybe dropped the ball. I don't know, dog. I'm just saying. But I mean, this is on a bucket list of mine right now, dog. And this is Smoke Weed with You, which we're doing right now. I love it, dog. Let me hit that shit one. What are you smoking right here, bro?
Shit. What
is this?
Smoking? This was what did I roll up? This is Armin's, my boy Armin. He's an Armenian. You know who Armin is, because you like bars, and I know you know who he is. He's one of my favorite rappers out there right now. He fucking kills it, and so now he's got himself a cannabis line that he's popping off right now, and I believe that was Lost Angel.
Lost Angels.
That's what that's called. That we was just smoking Lost
okay.
Angel.
Is that a indica or a sativa?
I believe it's an indica.
Indica. Are you
It's
more
a hybrid. Yeah.
Yeah. Are you more of an indica type of
Oh
dude?
yeah, I think if you grow up here in the South, you know, we're all about that indica, that OG Kush and shit like that. In the last 5-10 years, I'm gonna say 10, I've gotten, you know, more adaptable to all the flavors that there are now. You know, I like smoking other shit, but yeah, primarily it was always OG and shit. So, you know, motherfuckers always giving me some sort of OG or indica and stuff like that. But Armin shit is really good, man. I think we just put his shit up in the shops just recently. So if anybody wants to try that flavor, they can go fuck with it.
It's just bomb too.
It is bomb.
It's just
for
bomb.
sure.
I was a little like, so I smoke weed. I'm not a wake and bake type of dude. You know what I mean? Because I mean, for me, dog, I was always on such a upper
Yeah.
With the hard drugs, bro,
Yeah.
and the dusters, the weed that was just like I'm on my downtime, like I ain't gonna do nothing. You know what I mean? I'm the type of dude. And then when I smoke weed, dog, I'm the silliest motherfucker you ever met, dog. You know what I mean? Like I'm the only one laughing at my shit, dog.
That's
you know
all
what I mean?
right.
You know, I'm that dude. You know what I mean? But I'm having a good time. You know what I mean? I'm having a good time, dog. You know what I mean? And that's all that matters, dog. I don't give a fuck what you guys are going through. This shit is funny to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know, hey, one of the funniest motherfuckers to smoke weed is this dude right here. Shout out to my cousin Nick, dog. My cousin Nick has been one of this dude is a wake and bake motherfucking baby, dog. You know what I mean? My cousin Nick with roulette printing. Shout out to roulette printing. We got a box right here. This dude just hooked you up a badass box, dog. Roulette printing. Everybody follow roulette printing. So this is my blood cousin. Like we used to pee in the same toilet as kids. You know what I mean? And we'd be like, you got a little dick. Oh, you got grandpa nuts. You know what I mean? Just talking shit. You know what I mean? We were kids, dog. You know what I mean? But since I remember. One time he introduced. I go to my grandma's house. He's at my grandma's house, and he's got a bong, dog. He's got this bong. I think was it a 6 feet bong, fool?
Nah, it was like a 3 foot.
It felt like it was a 6 foot bong. This motherfucker was just like kept going, dog. He was at one end of the room and I was in the room. And he's like, "All right, fool." I just rolled up, you know what I mean, from the hood and shit, dog. I'm high as fuck. I'm tweaked the fuck out, dog. I don't really want to smoke weed, dog. But he's got this amazing bong, dog, that I gotta hit because he's putting the pressure on me. You fool, you better hit this shit.
Hit
you know
that
I mean?
shit, dog.
Yeah, and so this is what this fucker does to me, dog. You know what I mean? So this bong, dog, I'm hitting this shit, and I see the smoke just coming up like this. Coming all the way up like this, and all of a sudden, it's like he released the pin of a grenade, dog.
Oh, yeah.
He pulled the top off, bro. And that motherfucking top pulled off, fool, and I said,
Oh yeah, the snap.
and what happened after that, dog? Hey, you guys can't hear him. I fucking threw up all over his fucking room. That shit hit me so fucking hard. I was high for like a week after that, dog. You know what I mean?
You got that shit thick, and then you fucking blasted it, boy.
He blasted me, bro. I said, "You motherfucker, you set me up, dog."
That's all right. You just gotta embrace it after that, man.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, no, I mean, most definitely, dog. You gotta embrace it. I just got high right now, bro. And so check it out, bro. So I have a couple random questions that I want to ask you, bro. I mean, so when you did Vlad TV, do they pay you to do Vlad TV?
No, it's just
like homie love and shit.
Yeah, I know Vlad for years and shit. So every now and then he'll come ask me to do an interview, and we chop it up. He was just on the Dr. Green Thumb podcast not long ago too, so we kind of trade off and shit.
I mean, the Dr. Green Thumb podcast, bro. Like, I mean, how much do you love doing that, bro? I mean, you got dudes from System of a Down, one of my favorite bands, bro. I mean, excuse me. I mean, you have fucking, legends, bro. Like, dude, like, nobody can get these dudes except you because you that dude, right? And then the fucking that Cadillac, homie, you doing that hot boxing and shit, dog. Smoking, you had Joe Rogan and that shit, dog. You know what I mean, bro, like you are amongst the fucking elite, bro. What is one of the funniest moments that you've been with somebody that's just like up there that everybody knows of, bro, that you smoked with, dog? Can you tell us a story?
The craziest one to me, like we've done the smoke boxes, and I've been surprised at who was willing to come and do that shit, because it's hard. Like, if you ain't a real smoker, that shit is tough, especially when we were rolling the windows up. When we were rolling the windows up, boy, you find out who can really go at it.
Hey, bro, dude, let me ask you this real quick. My bad, dog. I mean, when you roll them windows up and then all of a sudden you hit the locks on the door.
Oh yeah, we
You stuck, motherfucker.
Hey, we did that to people for sure. Like, hey,
they're like, oh shit.
Can we get out if we need? No, man, we don't do that.
Right? They ask you that, right?
We tell them, no, we don't do that. But we would let them out. We don't want someone having a fucking anxiety attack in the back.
Because they do that, right?
They do. Yeah. There was Cool Keith came in. I don't know if you remember Cool Keith. He was from Ultramagnetics, Black Elvis, all this, right?
Old school.
And so he wanted to come do the box. We're like, all right, come on, man, because I know he chiefs, and he brought his manager, and his manager asked me, hey, can I sit in the back during the interview? I said, do you smoke? And he goes, no, man, but I could be around. I'm around him when he smokes. It's all good. I could hang.
This ain't same thing, man.
All right, go ahead, jump back there, right? I already knew what was going to happen. In the first 5 minutes of the interview, it got smoky fast. Not as smoky as it usually was getting, you know what I'm saying? But it got pretty smoky fast, right? And within those 5 minutes, he was like, hey, can I get out? I'm like, nah, man, we don't do that. It's like, oh, I'm like, nah, man, I'm just kidding. Go ahead, get the fuck out.
You can get out, but you gotta climb to the window, fool.
Yeah, because
we ain't gonna open the door for your punk ass.
Yeah, because I try to play it cold and dry. You know what I'm saying? So that it's
Scare
funny.
tactic.
Yeah, that nah, you can't get out, man.
Yeah, just get the.
But we let him out. He needed to get the fuck out for sure, man. But there's been we had that one influencer, Fat Boy SSE.
Okay, yeah.
And he came in.
A black dude,
Yeah, and man, he had to get the fuck out. He really had. He's like, can I take a break real quick? And we usually don't break. It's all the way through. What you see is,
that's the best shit too,
right? And he had to get out for a second. But to his credit, he's like, because we offered him, like, you want to do this another time? You want to finish it another time? What you want to do? Because we know it's a lot. We know.
I mean,
but my guys are highly trained ninja motherfuckers to get in a car and blast you the fuck out. That we
ain't smoking no weak shit in this bitch,
and no one's smoking no weak shit. So we understand, right? So I gave him an option. He was like, nah, man, I'm gonna go back in and finish it. And he got back in and he finished it, and he was cool. After he had a little drink of water, you know what I'm saying? He was all right. He got back in there. And we were able to finish it. But yeah, man, it's a tough interview. Now we rolled down the windows, but we got this shit over it. So it's like it's not so bad, but it still retains the smoke. So it still gets pretty thick. It's just not as bad as when we had the windows up, because I'd be sitting there and it wouldn't do nothing to me, man. Like, motherfuckers be like, how could you sit there? You're not sweating. You're not like fucking, like, it's hot in here. I'm like, it's all good.
It's like, yo, you guys are like some motherfucking savages, like some cannibals. Like, oh, we got a motherfucking vegan in this bitch, dog. You know what I mean? We gonna motherfucking
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you guys are probably all smiling. Like, we gonna get this motherfucker right here.
Like if you're coming to hang with us, right, and it's not the intention to smoke, you'll have a good time, and you might smoke at your pace and you're cool. But if you come in there trying to prove a point, like, you smoke as much as we do, and boom, 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 and
talking your shit.
It gets tough.
Yeah, the pressure, bro.
Yeah,
but you're in front of Be Real. It's like smoking with Snoop Dogg. I would say fucking 100% the equivalent. Like, you don't want to bitch out, bro. I don't want to be a bitch about this shit. Like, what? I'm with Be Real and the smoke box. The cameras are rolling, bro. Like, I'm gonna thug this shit out, and you get them motherfuckers be like, damn, I really ain't about this life.
I'll say this: the motherfuckers that have come on, like some of the homies that I know personally, and others that I didn't really know until we did those interviews, 70% of them can really smoke and hang. They didn't want to tap out. They fucking saw it all the way through. There was 30% that was like, it was a little bit much for them, but they didn't tap out either, and they saw it through and did the whole interview. And they left devastated, but they hung in there.
They left with a tail between their legs. They fucking, you heard a yell. Got him.
I'll just say, like, that there's probably a couple that won't be coming back ever, because like, it's too much. And
bad experience.
But see, that's the whole thing. This is why we created the Dr. Green Thumb podcast, is so that motherfuckers that didn't smoke, they had the option. They can come on that show, and you're not expected to. If you do, cool. If you don't, cool too, because we wanted to be able to talk to everybody. Like, some people, they wouldn't come talk to me because they're afraid that I was going to put them in this box and they were going to have to be high as fuck, and they were afraid of how they were going to feel or what they were going to do after that. So, that's why we created the podcast, was so that anyone could sit at the table with us. You're going to get a contact at the least, but you don't have to actually physically smoke. You know what I'm saying? And that's why a lot of people come visit us now, because, they're like, all right, I'll sit there if I don't have to. Like Tony Hawk, for instance, he came in, he didn't smoke, but he was down to sit there with us in the smoke, and he got a contact, but it wasn't like overwhelming. You know what I'm saying? So it was a good show.
Absolutely, dog. I seen Tony Hawk on that shit, dog. You know what? And I would think like this, bro. Like, we got Tony Hawk in here. He's not gonna smoke, but we're gonna smoke double the amount we smoke just to fucking box this bitch out.
We did.
We are gonna get this dude fucking high one way or another.
We did. our boy E-Zone was blowing smoke right in his direction the whole time. He makes sure that everybody gets the experience. Like, he will blow smoke in the direction of, so that one way or another you're gonna feel something.
Hell yeah!
You know, and
shout out to E-Zone. He couldn't open the Jameson box last night.
Yeah,
yesterday.
He had a little trouble.
He had a little trouble unwrapping a wooden box. You know,
the coffin, as he called it.
The coffin, dog. Hey, bro, fucking you got Joe Rogan fucking tore the fuck up in the hot box. He was high as fuck. You had Dogface on your podcast recently. I mean, what made you? I mean, besides the reason everyone else reached out to him, but right. I mean, but what was the you seen? Dude, that dude is he has lived the biggest gift of 2020.
Oh yeah.
The way he came up is amazing, and it's love. I love seeing that shit, dog.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But did you reach out to Dogface and say, "Hey, bro"?
Yeah, we pretty much reached out to him. Was like, hey man, whenever you're down here in LA, because he doesn't live here.
He's like in Idaho and shit,
Idaho.
dog. Yeah, only fool in Idaho with Cortez and long socks.
Yeah, because for us, you know, it's like he matches on what we do on our shit. You know, we're like real free, like you are. You know what I mean? Big personality, like just talking crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? That people want to hear, that they could either learn from or laugh from, right? And that's who the fuck we are, you know what I'm saying?
100%.
So,
I mean, there's no faking the funk. Like, I mean, off this mic, I'm the same person. You can ask anybody that knows me and shit. They'll be like, "The fucking lucky, he's a little fucking burnt the fuck out." I'll be like, "I know, dog. You know what I mean? But I'm right here with you, my G.
you know what I'm saying?
Don't trip."
And so that, you know, we relate to that. So we know, one, everybody's fucking with him. So, you know, let's talk to him in a different way. We didn't want to fucking ask him all the stupid questions that everybody else always ask.
And you weren't on him. I noticed that too, dog. I was like, you know what? So I just trip on your guys' chemistry. Your guys' chemistry on your podcast, bro, is just basically, we're going to fucking get high and we're just going to fucking talk. Like, there's not a camera in front of us.
Right.
Like you guys are just talking shit. You're laughing, making fun of each other. And it was funny because when I'm watching this, I'm like, all right, is this an interview on Dogface? Or is just Dogface kind of like a fly on the wall? I mean, he seemed like a quiet dude. Is he a quiet dude?
He's a little quiet, you know, at first. And then, you know, once he gets into it, you know, and he becomes himself, you know what I'm saying? And that's the whole thing. I think when you're in there with us and, you know, you may be thinking, fuck, these guys think, you know, shit, I can't smoke as much or whatever the fuck. And I don't think that was his problem. I think just he was trying to, like, you know,
soak in the moment. Yeah.
Because I think a lot of people are stoked to be with him because he's a feel good dude.
And but he's just a regular dude.
And yeah, he's a regular dude living his best life
in a camper in his brother's driveway. Yeah.
But he's
probably not no more. But
he's got a light to him. This real positive, right?
Yeah.
And you know, so people are stoked to be with him, but he's also stoked to be with the people that are stoked to be with him.
Because he's a regular person.
Right.
It ain't caught up to him yet, bro.
So, you know, I think when he was with us there, you know, he is, like you said, soaking in that moment until, you know, there was an in for him to come in and like start interjecting shit, you know what I'm saying? Because we try, like for us, we don't try to interview people like we used to and like, you know, ask those same questions that I get asked every fucking time by your normal journalist that,
I mean, well, how was the questions that I asked you, bro?
Those were great because they're nothing like these motherfuckers who get taught to ask you the same shit every time they see you, even though they've interviewed you like 5 fucking times.
So you know there's almost like a template of you know what? Or we got to be real.
The 10 questions you always got to ask, even if you fucking talked to them before.
Let me ask you one. Who gets higher, you or Snoop? You know what I mean? Like, how many times have you been asked that question, bro? I mean,
or like, where did the group come from? Or how did the group start? Or where did you get your name? You know, all this shit. Like, the group, look that up on fucking Google.
You know what you gotta know, bro? You gotta start fucking just inventing new shit, bro.
Right.
Well, what happened is we spawned from a fucking egg. You know what I mean? Me and Sendog were in the... I mean, like, I'm just saying.
I totally get it.
You know, let's just fucking take this shit to another dimension, like the fucking elephants on acid, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And you know, Prince used to fuck with people like that. When he got bored of their questions, he'd fucking get his bodyguard, and his bodyguard would sit next to him, or one of his guys. It didn't necessarily have to be a security guard, right? The guy would ask Prince the question, so how'd you feel about, you know, your last concert? He'd he'd whisper off to the other guy, and then the other guy would just answer totally random. Prince was never telling him anything. He was just whispering like, and then the fucking security guy would make up his own shit. Well, the artist says that the first concert was whatever. Like just he would totally fuck with the journalist because they already knew the guy. They fucking did 5 interviews with him before, and he's asking the same fucking questions. So Prince would allow his guys to respond any fucking way they wanted to fuck with this guy, just to clown. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, who was the biggest person, bro, that in your career, bro? Amazing fucking career, my brother. You know what I mean? Thank you so much for all the fucking beautiful fucking work you've done. I know I was talking shit, dog, but that's the barbershop talk, dog. You know what I mean? But that was just legitimate. That's just how I felt. Like, nah, fucking be real, fucking whoop, 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 bop, bop, bop. You know what I mean? Anyways, bro, let's get away from that.
And look, here we are.
Yeah, here we are chilling and shit. You know what I mean? But who was the dude that you were just like taken back from meeting, bro? You've met a lot of people, bro.
The shit. Who was that? I don't know. Believe it or not, it was probably Ozzy Osbourne.
That dude is. What's funny is I had a question right here that I wrote. So usually with the homies and cats that come in with prison stories and whatnot that I do right here. Or I had a dude that lived in he lives along the LA Wash. He dug a fucking hole. He's got surveillance cameras. He fucking tapped off the fucking bridge and got electricity in that bitch, dog. You know what I mean? And he lives in that shit. He got a chain link fence on this shit. It's crazy. But the people I have on here, I don't ever write. I almost lost my train of thought. I don't ever write questions for them because it's just like off the fucking fly and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's off the fly, bro. But for you, I mean, as I should, I wrote a template of questions, and you brought up Ozzy Osbourne, and one of my questions is who would you identify with more, Black Sabbath Ozzy Osbourne, right, or Jim Morrison?
Probably Black Sabbath Ozzy Osbourne.
Okay.
I love the Doors. Don't get me wrong. But Black Sabbath was one of my favorite bands of all time. And, when Ozzy went solo, I still fucked with him then. That's why it was a trip, to meet him several times.
How was he when you met him, bro? You met him, and you were saying, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, he was totally fucking cool, man. Like the way you see him.
Did he know who you were?
I don't know if he knew who we were. I mean, Sharon knew who we were, and the kids definitely knew who we were, and they probably told him who we were. And we were definitely big time influenced by Black Sabbath. I mean, the whole idea of never to put our faces on the covers of any of our albums came from looking at a Black Sabbath album where, it was very obscure. Sure, they put their faces on their covers, but we were influenced by a couple of the albums that didn't have their shit on there. Just their imagery was fucking dark.
Yeah.
Good looking.
Yeah.
So it was always a thing that we're gonna fucking have this type of imagery on our shit, and it was all like Black Sabbath inspired.
So me growing up and shit, before I got into the neighborhood, I was like a stoner fucking skater dude on 50, bro. You know what I mean? In Highland Park, bro. And, I had long hair, dog, you know what I mean? White tees, Dickies, Vans, you know what I mean? Just pushing through, dog, minding my own. But I knew all the homies on the block and shit. They wanted to get me in the hood. I remember this one dude, he goes, hey, homie, check it out. He Fair Market Liquor Store on 50 in El Paso. He goes, I'll hit you one time. You're going to be from Highland Park. You know what I mean? I was just like, my boy, you were bigger than 10 motherfuckers. If you hit me one time, I might die or something like that. You know what I mean? I guess I wasn't ready at the time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I think they see me as a little prospect already and shit.
Right.
But what I'm getting at, though, bro, is I grew up on death metal. I grew up on metal.
A lot of us did.
I grew up on punk rock music, bro. You know what I mean? The first albums I heard was 2 Short albums. It was the Beastie Boys, License to Ill. You know what I mean? It was these fucking albums that I started gravitating towards the fucking hip hop music. It was Cypress Hill, dog. You know what I mean? It was the fucking High Seas, the Scandalous, the fucking Lighter Shade of Brown. It was the fuck. You know what I mean? Bro, homie, like, I don't mean to rant and ramble off, but I'm gonna fucking take a left real quick. Prophets of Rage, Chuck D, Public Enemy, my boy, like, what the fuck, bro?
Yeah, that shit was a great time. Great.
Are you not doing that no more?
For right now, we're not. I don't know if it'll come back, when it'll come back, because I think they were gonna do some Rage Against the Machine type of thing. And for us, it's like, you know, hey, if they're out there, we got to, you know, sit back and let them do their thing, because, you know, Zach coming back to the band is always
fucking huge.
So,
Yeah.
you know, we respectfully, you know, step aside and let them do their thing, because I mean, you know, rage is a fucking important thing, and their music rings true to shit that happens now. It's happening now. So, you know, if it comes back, cool. If it doesn't, I'm good, because the experience was awesome, and you know, to be in there with Chuck D, who was my idol, you know, Public Enemy was one of my favorites, if not my favorite hip hop group of all time. You know, to be able to work with him and get to know him on a deeper level than we already knew each other. You know what I'm saying? It was awesome. So, you know, if anything, I carry that experience, another tool, another skill set in my bag. So when I get up on there on stage, flip it out in a whole different way on them. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, you brought the mosh pits to hip hop, bro. You know what I mean? You brought the mosh pits to hip hop. You know what I mean? Before fucking Prophets of Rage, I watched you with Prophets of Rage, dog, and I'm just like, these dudes are fucking just on some political shit, dog. Their fucking climate is in tune to what the fuck is going on in this fucking world. What's fucked up about it, dog? And you guys are talking your motherfucking shit. I mean, and just to see you up there on stage, you know what I mean? I'm not out there in them fucking European concerts you're doing, or where you got these fucking like thousands of people, bro. You know what I mean? You got that fucking thing around you. What is that thing you put around your head? It's like some motherfucking Iraqi shit,
It's
dog.
a kufiya, yeah.
It's a kufiya?
Yeah.
I mean, does that give you power, bro, when you put that on your head, bro?
Yeah, I guess so. I wanted to do something different with Prophets, make a statement. And I got homies that, you know, are from Palestine and shit like that. You know, my man Fred Reck and his family and all that. So, you know, it was basically in support to them.
I love that shit, dog.
But, you know, also, I just wanted to come with something different.
I mean, only Be Real can do that shit, bro.
Yeah.
Only Be Real can do that. Who else done fucking done that shit, dog? Motherfucking Be Real. But I hear you fools rocking out, dog. You know what I mean? And trying to get to where I started with in regards to starting the mosh pits in hip hop, bro. You know what I mean? What was that? That rap superstar, dog. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, my boy, like you on fucking live instruments, my boy. You a killer. You a killer all around, dog. But you on live instruments, dog, with that energy, bro, that flow, my boy, is just fucking. It's electrifying, bro. It goes through my body. I mean, we feel music, right? We don't hear music.
No, you
I mean,
feel it.
you
Yeah,
feel
for sure.
music. You know what I mean? You feel music, and you found. I mean, you've done it fucking time after time to give the people that fucking feeling, bro. You know what I mean? And with you on live instruments, dog, it's amazing, dog. You know, and I think you need to. I mean, what is the future? You know what I mean? With Be Real in regards to putting out albums and making music.
We got well, my solo shit is coming in February of next year. I'm dropping some new shit in next month. A couple songs from that album. And then Cypress will come out with some new shit in possibly March, February, maybe June. Tentatively. We got a lot of music we're dropping, and then Burner and I are gonna work on some other shit too. So more music, man. More music pushing, you know, building up the platforms, more shops opening, all that shit, man. We just, you know, trying to push.
Killing the fucking game and shit. I mean, I want to, on this new album that you're going to do with Cypress Hill, can we get more Sendog fucking verses, bro?
So, you know, I was going to tell you that too, because on this new album, you know, I think he is flexing so heavy on this next album.
Yes,
motherfuckers are going to be like, damn, Sendog.
Sendog.
I can't wait for motherfuckers to hear it. You know, it's produced by Black Milk. He's a, you know, producer based out of Detroit, but he lives here now in Cali. He's like one of those, you know, like a Jay Dilla inspired, you know, that type of producer.
Yeah.
And like he gave us some shit that Sendog is just totally flipping on, man. So, you know, I can't wait for people to hear that shit. Motherfuckers are like gonna be like, damn, Sendog.
I mean,
For real.
do you, you know what I mean? Like on a personal level and shit, and you can share it if you want or not and shit. But I mean, do you and Sendog be ever in the studio and you see Sendog in the corner with like a little mean mug, like, you know what I mean? Like, fool, like, how come every verse is you, fool? Like, when am I gonna get one? Like, I mean, does Sendog ever holler at you, bro?
Nah, man. I mean, you know, we're brothers. Like for real. You know what I'm saying? We've been there for each other for a long time since I was a kid. You know what I'm saying? So we always back each other's play, and we, in terms of the production and shit like that, we follow Muggs's lead there. But on this particular album, this last one right here, if you will, that's coming out, is not the last one. I'm saying the latest one, I should say. He's gonna be like on more than half of that shit.
That's
like,
what I'm talking
it's
about.
like
bro.
he is flipping all through the fucking album, and you know, it's a matter of you know, different producers hear different things, and
Absolutely, dog.
and Milk heard these different verses from Sendog and was like, we got to go with this shit.
I mean, I want to give a shout out to Sendog. I mean, I've always thought about him throughout your guys' career and shit. And I was like, you know what? He knows. I mean, in all levels of business, all levels of playing fields, so to speak, right? You need to know your position. You know, everybody has a position. You know what I mean? Once upon a time ago, I wanted my position. I tried to rap, dog. I tried to do rap music and shit. And, you know, maybe it wasn't my position. Maybe this is my position right here, dog. You know what I mean? Like, we all need to, I had a conversation with the homie Concrete. He does a lot of funny fucking shit on YouTube, dog.
Right.
And we talked about callings and passions. You know what I mean? Like, your passion may be to do music. Your passion may to do tattoo work or whatnot. But your calling might be something else and shit. You know what I mean? And here I was trying to do music, but my calling possibly, I think, is to do this right here, because here I am in the 71st episode, and I got the almighty Be Real from Cypress Hill, baby.
Word up, man. Hey, thank you for having me, and thank you for inviting me, man.
Yeah, most definitely, dog. Can we get a couple questions from the audience before you get up out,
Yeah,
dog?
sure.
Yeah, so anybody want to ask any questions? We're going to take questions. You know what I mean? If anybody has my phone number and wants to call in, call in. You know what I mean? You want to do some call-ins real quick?
Yeah, that's all good.
Let's do it. You know what? I'm going to do it like this. Hold on.
I like that you have call-ins, man.
Yeah, let's do a call-in.
That's tight.
Let's do a call-in. Let me see real quick. Oh, here we go. We got a call-in right here. What up? You on Hood Stocks? Wait, hold on real quick. Hold on real quick. What up?
Dr. Green Thumb concert.
Hey, wait. Hold on. You're just barely being able to hear. You're on Hood Stocks. Who we got right here? You're on Hood Stocks. What up?
Hey, Lux.
What up? This is my homie Smiley right here, dog. I know who it is.
Yeah, it's Smiley, Highland Park. Hey, as Be Real, if he remembers you on his stage at the concert at the House of Blues.
He probably doesn't, bro. So this is what it was. So my homie Smiley was with me, dog, in '98, dog, at the House of Blues, and you guys had a open mic thing.
Yeah,
you know what I mean,
yeah,
and,
that's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
You had an open mic thing, dog, and you know, back then I was trying to do a little rap shit or whatnot, bro. You know what I mean? But this is me in and out of prison or whatever. I was that dude, and but anyways, all my homies, dog. He goes, "Who do we got?" You say, "Who we got out on the stage and shit?" You know what I mean? Who got bars? Who could spit? Bop bop bop. Whoa whoa whoa. And all my homies pointed down to me.
That's right.
So you called me up to
Yeah.
the stage, bro.
I remember that.
Right, Smiley?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
He
We
called
got
you up the stage.
hell yeah. Hey, I love
He
you.
All right, bro. Hey,
Hold on. You on Hood Stocks? Who we got?
What's going on, Mr. Love? Eric Chavez. What's up?
What up, Eric Chavez? Welcome to fucking Hood Stocks. What you got to say, my G?
Hey, I got a question for Mr. B. Real right there about a music question.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask him the significance of like change. I heard something about him about the reason why he changes his voice when he raps. Something about opera or something like that.
Oh, okay. So like, it was I changed my voice early on. I think the song that I changed my voice on was Real Estate, off the first album, and from there, every song, I flipped to that voice. Now, when I started doing that voice, I had to learn how to do it live, because it was definitely different than my talking voice. You know, I have to pitch higher up, And early on, I was losing my voice. It was getting shredded because I was smoking blunts, drinking jack every night after the shows. I don't do that shit no more, obviously. I only smoke joints and I cut the jack. But I went to this opera singer to teach me how to breathe properly and to, you know, not be forcing the vibration coming from the throat out, you know, to over project and taught me how to breathe from the stomach, you know, and to project from there. So since I learned that technique, which is what opera users sing to sustain a note longer, you know, I was able to preserve my voice, and that's why I sound close to, you know, close to what the records are. You know what I'm saying? So
Eric, appreciate you, my boy. Love, respect. What up? You on Hood Stocks?
Hey, what's going on? I just want to know, you could ask Be Real if he knows, well, not if he thought Tom Morello from Prophets of Rage was probably like the best guitarist he's ever actually played with. If there was anybody even close to him as them.
I mean, you know, yeah, Tom is that fucking guy. But next to him, I put Slash and Stevie Vai.
Woo! Shout out to that. Appreciate the call, dog. Hey, what up? You on Hood Stocks?
Hey, what's happening?
What up? What up?
What's good?
All right. What up? You on Hood Stocks?
Hey, what's up, fella?
What up, G? Who's this?
Hey, we're watching the Hood Stocks right now, my boy.
Yeah, love, respect, appreciate it. How do you think the podcast is going, my G?
That's a gangster, dog. Gangster, homie. Saludos, compa.
Yes, sir.
up.
Appreciate it, my boy. Love, respect. Hey, what up? You are on Hood Stocks.
Yo, what's up, boy?
What up, homie? What's cracking?
Hey, so I've been to the concert, and he time to play Joker, right? Because I guess he has a song by Joker brand,
Okay.
and I want to know if you know something about that.
All right, cool, dog. Joker brand, baby boy. Hey, love, respect.
Yeah,
What's
that's
up?
family right there.
Yeah,
Brand,
Joker
yeah.
brand. Hey, you on Hood Stocks? What up?
What up, Lucky Son Sue?
What's
Be
up?
Real. What's cracking, homie? How you guys doing, man?
Chilling, fam.
That's right, dog. Just got a question, man. Will you ever bring the fro back, dog? Take some pictures and stuff?
I'm gonna have to wear a wig on that shit. My shit can't grow like that no more, man. It fucking goes like Moses now. That shit, I was growing up and it'll boom like fucking Moses.
Hey, love you, my boy. Thank you, doggy. Hey, what's up? You on Hood Stocks?
Like Moses now.
Hold on, let's get a couple more of these. What up? You on Hood Stocks? Talk to me.
Lucky.
What up, G? Talk to me. You got Be Real right here, the legend.
Hey, my boy, salute to y'all, man. Hey, badass fucking channel, man. Badass fucking episode, man. Salute. All from the Raza, man. Much love to both these motherfuckers, man. Hey.
That's what's
Be
up.
Real
Salute.
legend. Lucky Sanzu, future Hall of Famer as well, man.
Hey, let's go, my boy. Love, respect. Thank you. Hey, what up? You on Hood Stocks?
Hello.
Turn the volume down in the back, my boy. There's a little delay. Okay, he hung up. Anyways,
There it
that
is.
was dope. Hey, bro. Hey, thank you for everybody that fucking hold on. One more call. Let's go. What up? You on Hood Stocks?
Yes, this is Jason. I want to ask Be Real a question.
Go ahead.
Yeah, Mike.
Hey, Be Real, Jason from Northern California, Modesto. Much props. You're very inspirational. Ever since I was in high school back in the day, I saw you Soul Assassins with House of Pain, Funk Doobie, Hooligans. Much mad respect to you, man, and take care, and God bless you and your family.
Hey, thank you
Soul
very
Assassins
much, man.
forever.
Thank you very
Awesome,
much.
my man.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate the call, doggy. Yes,
Blessings.
sir. All right, let's go. Hold on. This shit is lighting the fuck up. You on the Hood Stocks? What up?
What's going on, man?
What up, G?
Hey, real quick, would Be Real ever collab with Tony A? And
Yeah.
drop some heat with some of these future kind of artists?
Yeah, why not, man? You know, we put out some heat.
Hell yeah. Hey, Be Real fucking Tony A, the Wizard collabo. That would be dope as fuck, dog. I mean, you on Hood Stocks. What up?
What's up, brother? How you guys doing tonight?
We're just right here fucking with our hands in our pocket, dog. You know what I mean? Fucking tickling our nuts, fool. What the fuck, dog? You fucking sound weird, bro.
Technically, it's like afternoon, but okay, whatever you said. I like Be Real a lot. He's very real. I've always, this guy really helped me when I was younger, understand how fake people are. But Be Real, I want you to spiritually grow, brother. I want you to get stronger because you know better than this shit. I want you to try to develop different artistic levels.
You know what he needs? He needs some
genres.
oil rubbed on his back, dog. Would you rub some oil on his back? You know what I mean? He needs some hot oil on his back, dog. What the
Hey,
fuck?
thank you, bro.
Hey, hood stocks. You want hood stocks,
Hey,
dog?
thank you for that, though.
Yeah,
Hey,
dog. What up?
Hey, what's up?
Yeah.
Hey, what's up? This is Alvaro from Long Beach. Just want to send a shout out to you guys and
Okay, love,
Yes.
dog.
Hey,
Thank
love
you.
back
Hey,
to you,
shout out
bro.
to Long Beach, home and Harbor area. We got nothing but love, dog.
Yeah. No, I love your music. I love your channel, and I listen to that shit often. Smoke a fat one on the freeway. You know how we do, and
That's what's up.
thank you guys.
Thank you, doggy. Hey, what up? You on hood stocks? Talk your shit.
What's up, Lucky? It's Jennifer. I was just calling to say, to be real, he's a shit. I went to his concert in '93.
Thank you.
Damn, 93, bro.
93.
That's a veterana right there.
Halloween, yeah.
That's
on
what's up.
Halloween, it was because there was a fire, so they had to push the concert out. So they
Yeah.
had it on Halloween in '93. And then again in '98, Dr. Green Thumb, House of Blues in Hollywood.
Damn.
That was the shit.
Love you,
Yes,
Jennifer.
love you.
Co-host, love you.
Love you.
Love you,
That's
love you,
what's up.
love you. Hey, you know, we had a
Tree line, bro.
Hold on.
Check in some coke.
Hold on,
we
hold
can
on,
build
hold
on our life.
Hold on real quick. Hey, we had a call from Mexico right now, you know what I mean? And it was coming in. I'll call it back. Fuck that. You know what I mean? Let's give him some love. You know what I mean? Hey, bro, everybody taps in this bitch right
That's
here, dog.
good.
It's
Shit.
crazy. We reached a larger audience with just 12,000 subscribers, dog. What up, homie? You on Hoodstocks?
Hey, what's going on? Shout out to you and Be Real from Vida Maravilla. Shout out
Woo!
to all
Gangbang.
the
That's what's up. Thank you.
Hell yeah.
Hey, Be Real, I like your music. Shout out to you, Lucky, for putting on for all the Chicanos out here.
That's love.
You know, we trying to do what we do. You know what I mean, homegirl? You know what I mean? Huh? Don't fuck around. What type of drugs do you do? What do you do to get your hands on your shit, motherfucker? Hey, don't fuck around. Hey, love, respect. I called you back, homegirl. You know what I mean? I got your number locked in and shit. You know what I mean? If you get some deep, hard breaths in the middle of the night, it wasn't me. You know what I mean? Hey, this seemed like the party line. You know what I mean? In the 90s. Remember the party line, dog?
Yeah.
The party line was lit, dog. I'm not going to keep you too much longer, dog. Hey, what's up? You on Hoodstocks? I got you right now, G. Hold on. Give me a second.
Word up.
What up? Can I get a little bit of your time?
Can I get a moment of your time? Who we got right here, dog? Okay.
All right.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
hey,
a moment.
So check it out, dog. We got a care package for you right here.
Box of love.
Yeah, this is a box of love, Hoodstock. Shout out to Roulette Printing. Everybody follow Roulette Printing.
Well, hell yeah, I'm gonna rock that.
He helped. We have gear for you. You can put it on the side right there, my boy. You know what I mean? We have gear. Hold on, this is my boy Hondo right here. He's from my neighborhood. I gotta let him get on, dog. You know what I mean? Hey, Hondo, what up, my G?
What's up, boy? What up, B? Hey, B, here's a question for you.
What's good,
Hey,
bro?
Bobo grew up in Highland Park. Did you ever chill in Highland Park with Bobo? He lived up on Monterey Road.
Yeah. He's from that area, bro. He grew up over there and shit, but he's moved around since then, bro. He's lived in Argentina, Texas,
Yeah.
back in LA now.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's he went to school out there. He lived out there for a long time. Shit, I think his
Yeah, we went to elementary school with that boy back in the day.
yeah.
That's my homie Speedy from Highland Park right there. Hey, I
That's
love you,
what's
my
up.
boy. Hey, you still owe me that motherfucking greens that you grew, dog. Stop playing,
I
dog.
got
I mean,
you. I got you.
when are you gonna take it to me, fool?
Right tonight, I'll take it to you tonight.
Say no more. Hey, Hoodstocks, talk to me before B-Ro gets the fuck out of here. I got him holding hostage right now. You know what I mean? He's like, fool, I'm trying to get the fuck out of here. I got a fucking business to run, fool. Hoodstocks, what up?
Hey, Be Real. Is the game in the music industry real?
Say what? Say that again.
The gay mafia industry, is it real?
The who?
Oh, hey, bro, what, he wants to know if the gay mafia industry is real. I mean, gay in Hollywood, bro, is real, bro.
You know, I would imagine that there is something. You know what I mean? Look, a long time ago, that there were these guys.
but the gay mafia.
Yeah, I know. What I'm saying is, back in the day, there was these dudes, or this organization called the Pink Panthers. And if you said,
don't want to fuck with them,
and if you said anything fucked up, you know, they would come at you.
Is that the industry, bro?
I don't know if it's the industry, but it could be. I mean, it could have been back then. I don't know if they still exist, but like if you said anything, they would come at you. And yeah, they came at me for a time, for a minute. They eventually left me alone, but yeah, you know, for a minute, yeah. That if you said anything fucked up that they deemed was fucked up against that community, they would definitely come at you in a different way.
I mean, you've been
You know
in
what
the
I'm
industry and there's a lot of gay dudes in that shit. And I mean, there's nothing wrong with gay dudes. If you're gay and you like to suck dick, I mean, that's what you like to do. Just don't do that shit in front of me.
I don't judge. You know what I mean?
You know, yeah. I mean, I won't judge it as long as it's not fucking displayed in front of me. You know what I mean? You keep that behind closed doors and shit.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of gay dudes that are cool dudes. You know what I mean? Look at my homie right here, dog. He's cool as fuck, dog. You know what I mean? Shout out to my boy Chance from Highland Park, dog. You know what I mean?
Hey, no.
I might have to fight this dude after this comment, dog.
It's no judgments ever, but you know, like, yeah, definitely if you say something, they definitely got, you know, enough power in the industry to, you know, shut you the fuck up.
I mean, have they ever been like, hey, be real?
No.
Come spend a night at my house. I love your music.
No. I ain't got that one. Shit.
I want to be insane in your membrane.
I'd have been out the door in a minute.
Yeah, like, hold up.
Hold
what the fuck? You ripping up that contract like, I didn't sign up for this shit. Fuck that shit.
You got to think about your life at that point.
100%.
I better be doing something different.
Hey, so we're gonna end the callers right there. I love you fools. I love everybody that tapped in and shit.
Thank you, everybody.
Yeah, thank you so much. So, bro, heading out of this, bro, like, I mean,
heading out of this, we got to chop it up more.
Yeah, most definitely. But I mean, bro, you're just like, I mean, oh my God, dog, the magnitude of an individual that you are, dog, you know what I mean? And you know what I mean? We give props where props is fucking due, dog. I mean, to be in the presence of someone that has just absolutely conquered the fucking world, broke barriers, bro, you know what I mean? Did what you did. I mean, we boys and we have dreams, you know what I mean? And to see other people live them dreams, we almost live them with them and shit to a certain extent, you know what I mean? It is such an honor, my boy. It's such a pleasure, dog. I've never been more humbled in my life. I know I was talking smack, dog, on that barbershop talk, but that's the way I really felt, dog, and I brought it up to you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I don't mean to keep on bringing that up because that doesn't whatever doing what we're doing right here doesn't overshadow what we're doing right here. But to have you here, my boy, like, I mean, have you heard of Hoodstocks before this?
Yeah, absolutely.
So, I mean, what put you on to it? Did you see it in the fucking algorithm of YouTube?
No, I hear about it. You know, I got a young crew that's down with us, you know what I'm saying, at the temple and shit like that. And, you know, everybody puts everybody up on game.
And what was the word put out to you in regards to this platform right here, brother?
Well, that you're doing big things, you know, like it's rising up, you know what I'm saying? And that you're a voice for the community, you know, for the Latino community and whatnot, you know what I'm saying? So, and that you kept it 1,000.
Honestly, bro.
And you do.
I mean,
I know that shit for like, you know.
I mean, I really like, bro. So check it out, dog. If I got on, so I've been on the streets for fucking lot of years, bro. I barely got my shit together, dog. I'm 43 years old, dog. I barely got my shit together, dog. But I've been known for every bad name in the book, dog. I've been called, which I probably deserved it. You know what I mean? To a certain extent, when we talk about bad things, you know what I mean? But I cannot come up here, bro, and not be transparent because the streets know who I am. You know what I mean? But along the line of my defaults, my flawed human being. This dude's on drugs and shit. You know what I mean? Blah blah blah. Whoop, 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 whatever. You know what I mean? I've kept a good name, bro.
Yeah.
I kept a good name in the streets. I kept a good name in the system, bro. Anything that was ever put on my lap, bro. You know what I mean? I did the best that I can do with that, bro. You know what I mean? I've maybe in certain areas I've over succeeded in the street culture. You know what I mean? But the blessing and the end of the story is I'm here now. We're doing what we're doing right here. for us, the normal folk.
Right.
You know what I mean? The people that have a voice, the voiceless. I have lifers come on here and we do it live. They, call on for the burner phone and the pen, dog. And we interview lifers too, dog. You know what I mean? The main thing for this platform wasn't to have superstars like yourself, bro, but it was to have just the normal folk, dog, to tell their stories and be like, hey, you know what? My stories are interesting too. I have dudes on here that don't have no Instagram, bro. You know what I mean? And in this world of fucking clout chasers, what they like to call it, I don't do that, dog. You know what I mean? I don't need that, bro. You know what I mean? My numbers will rise from the dirt, which is where I'm from. You know what I mean? And I love, bro, that you pulled up, my boy. Everybody, some people didn't think you were gonna pull up. You pulled the fuck up, dog. You pulled the fuck up, dog. You know what I mean? Like a big dog. You didn't come with an army full of people. You came with some dude, dog, that I think, you know what I mean? One of my sons can handle. You know what I mean? This isn't a security guard, dog. Homie didn't roll up with a security guard. He might be strapped. You got to watch out with cats nowadays. You know what I mean? You fuck with a little ass fool, like this little punk ass white boy thing. You don't talk to me at this bar, and next thing you know, you're fucking trying to tap out, homie, in the bar, dog, because he know that shit. You know what I mean? So you can never fucking judge a face, dog. You know what I mean? Which we know, right?
Yeah.
And you growing up in the 90s, bro, the littlest, weirdest motherfucker will probably try to take your wind and shit. You know what I mean? But I love you. Thank you, brother. Thank you so much, dog.
Thank you for having me.
You want to give any shout outs on the way out?
I just want to give a shout out to all these motherfuckers watching right here and everybody who supports this show and the movement, and to each one teach one, you know what I'm saying? And pass that positivity around, because it's easy to, throw the negativity around and break each other down and create more barriers. It's about, reducing and destroying those barriers and unifying and being one voice and stuff like this. That's how it happens, man. So thank you once again for the experience, because your show is the shit. Like, seeing it as a viewer and then coming on it, different ball game. It's fucking, your personality rings through, dog. We gotta chop it up about some shit.
Hey, you know what, bro? You know what, bro? This has just been the person I've always been, bro.
Stay being you, man.
I've always been this dude, dog. Like, I can be sober, dog, on the job site, bro. I like to have a good time. You know what I mean? Life is fucking too short, dog. I've been through too many fucking hard barriers in my life, bro. I mean, the fucking worst times that I've been, like I talked about, bro, we found a way to laugh, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, we found
and make it through.
And I was always that dude, dog, that initiated, like, you know what? Fuck this shit, dog. You know what, homie? We fucking living the dream right now, dog. You know what I mean? They're like, Lucky, what the fuck are you talking about? But if you put in your mind and feel like you live in the dream, it don't matter what level you on.
That's
you know what I mean?
Shit.
You live in the fucking dream. You know what I mean?
Real shit. It's what you tell yourself. It's what you tell yourself before you go to sleep. What you tell yourself in the morning when you wake up. If you plant the seed, it'll manifest if you work toward it. It's whatever you tell yourself, man. So you keep telling yourself the same shit you're doing, man, because, like, you're making big strides and you're affecting people, and people are fucking with you, man. And that's huge. That's everything, as they say today.
Thank you, brother.
Everything.
And thank you for everybody that called in. And, you know what I mean? Just, you know what I mean? I didn't know if I was going to get some who bangers on here, dog. You know what I mean?
You got to come on the Green Thumb show now. We got to have you on the fucking Green Thumb podcast. Bro, we got to get you over
I'm going to
there.
get so fucking lit, dog.
That's all right. That's all right. We got you.
I'm going to get so lit. And no, because I want to get lit. I want the full experience, bro.
Right.
I'm not fucking around, dog. Like, ain't nobody going to be blowing smoke my way, homie. I'm going to blow smoke their way, dog. You know what I mean? You ain't going to try to get me on a fucking contact high, homie. I'm gonna try to get you on a contact high, dog. Matter of fact, I'm gonna show up with a pookie, homie. You know what I mean? And just blow some meth in your face, homie. We're gonna battle this shit out.
All right.
That's bullshit. I don't do no meth no more. You know what I mean? Oh, hold on. We got one more call on the way out. This is the legendary Magoo. What up, Magoo?
What up, Doggy Dog? Just want to give you guys a shout out, my boy. Both of you guys, man. I've been a fan of B-Rose for a long ass time, man. And you guys, huge props on everything you guys are doing today, man.
Word up. Thank you very much, dog.
Uniting and shit.
Hey, so this is...
I remember B-Bro from back in the 80s and she used to break dance behind Savons on
Yup.
Long Beach and shit. Way back
Way
then.
back,
but,
dude. For real.
Yeah, I remember those days, man. But yeah, we all family here, man. But much props to you guys, man.
Much
Keep up
props,
the good
dog.
work.
Yeah, this is the homie Magoo from Florencia, dog. You know what I mean? Shout out to Magoo. I love you, my boy. Keep shining. He's an airbrusher, dog. He does fucking badass shit, dog.
Word
I'll
on.
tag you on one of his things, dog,
Please
so you
do.
can give
Hell
him a
yeah.
follow, check him out and shit. Hey, everybody, love, respect. Thank you for fucking tapping in. This is Hood Stocks. This is one of the best points of my life. You know what I mean? And I'm very grateful. Be real, everybody.